2, 1, Tetris! And CTWC 2026 is off and running. I'm Mark Barrow.
And I'm Omenvar.
This is the CTWC Gold Bracket. We got ourselves some matches. Up at the top, we got Gunter versus Knight. Gonna repeat everything we just said for the benefit of YouTube. Yeah, Gunter coming in with our 48th seed, playing Das. We can watch him, yeah. We're gonna see. He does roll sometimes, but here he is very much pressing and holding those buttons. It's great because last year we actually had our 48th seed, you know, the kind of the bottommost seed of the bracket. Salted Sofa.
Yep.
So 2 years in a row we have a DAS player
I
in
am so happy
bracket.
To see it.
Yeah, it's like DAS ain't dead. I mean, obviously DAS isn't dead. We have
We have our own
Jonas,
kind of events.
Yeah, Jonas Cup. A lot of regionals have their own DAS tournaments, right? So DAS is very much alive, and Gunter showing it can be competitive near the highest levels.
It is.
Yeah.
You're right. It is interesting to note though that kind of the original play style, DAS. So obviously rolling's kind of taken over, but it is really cool to see at least one every year who can make it in still. So Gunter not just repping, but like really carrying DAS on his shoulders this year.
Yeah, I mean, you feel there's like plenty of DAS players in CT2, CT3, CT4 if you want. Yeah, but no, this is pretty good stuff. On the top right, we have Knight, and she is coming in with her 17 seed, just barely missed that first round by. She had a good call.
Close.
Yeah, I was there commentating for that. So yeah, she is Canadian. She has been, she's an outstanding player. You're gonna see her at like the top level quite a bit. She's been at CT. She's been in Div 1 for CTO.
Yep.
She's made I don't know exactly where, but she's made deep runs in CTM. So she has the ability to make some noise here in the tournament.
I agree. I think people are maybe sleeping a little bit on Knight. If not that I know for sure, but I have a feeling that Knight's going to surprise some people here.
Yeah.
Assuming Knight can get through this first round match, it's just not going to be super easy. Gunter's very consistent. So.
Yeah, if Knight has the 29, I think Knight has a pretty big advantage. And right now, they're neck and neck on less than a Tetris. They're trading the lead. Down the bottom, Paco has developed quite a bit of a lead. He got by 6 figures. So let's kind of introduce those folks. The bottom left side of the screen. This is funny because like Dekk qualled off stream, and I was like doing comms on for CT2 and just kind of like looking at the high scores, like Dekk just popping up there. It's just like, hello, what's going on here? But no, Dekk is very good. Dekk is maybe goes a little bit under the radar because Dekk doesn't quite play as much online, but whenever you see Dekk, it's Dekk's really good.
Dekk is very good. It's good to see Dekk here in the gold bracket as well. Currently at 128,000. Pacoistaco. Let's talk a little bit about that. Right now at 307,000, so quite the lead, but also quite the credentials coming in here too.
Yeah, fun fact about Paco, he is Taco.
Is he Taco?
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
For a while I was a little bit unsure of it, but
I
grow most certain by the day that he is in fact Taco.
But is Taco Paco?
Is
or is that just every once in a while kind of occasion?
We'll see. I mean, if I were a Taco, I'd be pleased to be Paco. Paco he's on a bit of a pace right now, isn't he? He's been showing up, more and more often in kind of the higher echelons of the Classic Tetris scene. Right, he's popping up in the CTM Masters event.
Yes,
which is kind of the biggest, most prestigious
that's a fairly
online
new thing too. Like,
He wasn't doing that last year, I don't think. He's making significant strides. He has a 1.5 now. He's so he's going to be hunting for that rollover, I'm sure.
Yeah, certainly one of those kind of rising stars of Tetris, I would say. And I have heard specifically people saying, "Oh no, Pacoistaco is in my bracket. I'm toast."
Yeah,
and not to be confused with the toast that's running CT2, but like toast as in like they're going to get destroyed.
Hi, toast. Anyway, right now he is kind of putting on a show here. He has a fairly commanding lead, up by almost 200,000 points. Knight has got a Tetris level, got a Tetris lead here, but anyone's game. Knight will have a pretty stick of advantage once they transition into 19, just because of the play style of this match. But
it's a close one up top, just about a 1 Tetris difference, which is what you want. I think both these players you're going to want to stay kind of close. I think Gunter really probably is going to want to not just stay close, but try to take this lead because cannot compete with Knight on level 29. So expecting probably to see Gunter maybe play aggressive at some point in time here, but we'll see. It's still very close though.
Yeah.
And then down bottom, I think maybe just a little bit of nerves for Dekk right now because the stack kind of a suffer game. There's another misdrop for Dekk, but I think we'll see Dekk get this all cleaned up here shortly, and maybe get those nerves under control. So even just stacking on the right side there, just trying to make sure that the board stays safe. No early tops.
You kind of get sometimes you can just leave the cycle where it's just like you get cleaned up, you get pretty much good, and then like immediately before you even get a Tetris, you misdrop again.
Do we know, is this Dekk's first appearance in the gold bracket, or has Dekk been here before?
I need to check. Give me a second, and I can look that up for you.
Oh, we have hit transition, and oh no, Dekk with a couple of misdrops right out of the gate here. 307,000. So Pacoistaco also
clean stack for Paco. Knight's up to level 20. So Gunter does have a few lines in hand here. So we're gonna take a look to see what happens here. Knight just able to stack up a little higher just as a result of being a roller.
Yeah.
And as a result, she's gonna maybe be a few lines in the future. Everyone has transitioned now.
Yep. We are into our first level 19 of the tournament.
Yeah, love to see it. There's gonna be looking at everyone's clean right now.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I think we finally have our first kind of top out too. Oh no, Dekk!
A
little bit of trouble here.
No, this is survivable. Gonna get a couple, but Dekk is now down like 350,000 points. Oh, and the yellow doesn't get all the way over.
Paco is very impressive right now with the composure for a first time.
Yeah, and that's it. Dekk's gonna top out, and Paco's gonna take game number 1. GG's.
Hey, GG's.
Paco was on a game there.
I know.
Yeah, up at the top. Knight is opened up a bit of a lead, but Gunter very much keeping himself in it. We'll see as we get further in here. We've seen Knight. She got a 1.4 in.
Quals.
So like she's gonna have quite a bit of kill screenplays. So Gunter does have to keep, has his work cut out for him to. Right now he's down by a few Tetrises. Knight is,
Gunter playing a very clean game here. That's 651 with Das at level 23.
Yeah.
Not bad. Unfortunately, gonna have to do more than a misdrop by column 2. Does get it over.
Nice Das control. Yeah,
very good dash control, still holding out for bar. Gets the bar for the Tetris to 714, level 24.
Getting assists from chat here. Dekk was in the gold bracket in 2024.
Okay, there you go. You go. Okay, so it's been a couple years.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So it's good to see Dekk back.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a consistent high level play. Gold bracket, it's just. It's like being in the gold bracket is just like, especially multiple times, huge achievement as a Tetris player.
Yeah. If you make gold bracket with this competition more than once, you're in very elite territory for sure.
So now fairly significant lead at the moment, 100,000 points. Going to get a bar for that dependency. Here we open the well. And just kind of keeping on here. Gunter has the left wheel set up. I don't know how much else he can do. He gets the bar, but he is maybe out of runway here. Especially since
it could be. Yeah. This is tough. 100,000 points down, level 26. Realistically, Gunter's only got about 15 lines to go, 20 lines to go here.
We're off and running at the bottom again.
And we already know Knight is capable of playing.
She gets the bar. She gets it over.
This could be a little bit of hope here. A little bit possibly, but if you're Gunter, you got to keep playing your game here and just let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Gunter at 871, Knight at 948.
A couple more misdrops, and this is not a good
Knight
sign
winning
for
a bar right now.
Oh, doesn't get the bar over.
No bar, so did top out. This is a little bit.
950. Gunter needs 2 Tetrises.
2 Tetrises and has 4
lines. So we'll need to set up for 2 here.
Have to set up for 2 for sure. There's one.
And that's going to take him in. Can he get enough lines?
Oh my goodness, got some lines.
Yeah, he's gonna, but he's not gonna.
What a game, Gunter! Game number 1. What a game!
Gave Knight a scare there.
Oh my goodness, just needed a little bit more, and that would have been an upset of all time.
If you're wondering how a DAS player got into the gold bracket,
there you
how a DAS player got into a gold bracket.
That was such a solid game from Gunter too. Never got in any kind of major trouble. Just kept the board nice and clean, took the burns, took the Tetrises.
Yeah.
Kept it close.
Yeah, down to the bottom. Paco did have a little bit of has to go a little bit of cleanup duty. Did get a nice sturdy Tetris to cut that short by a bit, but Dekk is up by about a Tetris here, so a bit of a
Actually, this second game's shaping up already to be better. It was like early on in that first game, Dekk had a lot of misdrops to start the game and just kind of set the tone. So it's really important to get a good start here, and it looks like Dekk is definitely doing that.
As our favorite French-Canadian friend would say, warm-up is done.
Warm-up is done, exactly. Oh, shout out to Martz. I don't know if you're listening, but...
Martz, wherever you are, let us... We just want you to know we're thinking about you.
Yes, for sure. All right, we got another startup at the top here with Gunter and Knight, so it's going to be game number 2 for them.
Judge Phoenix counted them down. All the way from Australia. So.
Yeah. I got to finally meet Phoenix for the first time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, last night. It was great. It's like, oh, yeah, okay. It was like... You see a lot of faces, you're not really sure, but you when they say their name, like, oh, okay, yeah, I know who you are.
Yeah. Kind of the first time, you've been here before, but like the first time you're at CTWC, it's just
it's overwhelming.
Yeah, it's like, all these people by like screen name and you interact with them, but now it's like you're just like seeing them for the first time and just like putting the names like in a good way. It's kind of a surreal experience.
It is.
Yeah, very close games on both bottom and top. As Paco versus Dekk is halfway to 19. They've been pretty clean, about 500k transitions.
Yeah, and down bottom is pretty close here too. Right there, neck and neck. Line 69. Hey now.
Hey now.
And oh no, like Paco, not happy to have to stack all the way on the right side.
The square burst was
terrible. Was especially for his board state. But gonna try to make lemonade out of these lemons.
Oh my god.
And gets a triple.
Gets a triple. Wanted that Tetris, but the misdrop kind of squashed that hope.
It was pretty close.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
And more importantly, is alive to see another line.
Yeah.
So
Dekk also bitten by that square burst, so they're going to get a bit of a dig here.
Yeah, both kind of end up struggling in similar ways. So
Paco has gotten clean.
Oh no, Dekk!
Oh no,
that is a bad J hang. That's going to be a top out.
Not going to be able to get anything over, and that Tetris will mean Paco takes game number 2, moves up to match point. GG's.
Wow, 2-0, and we're just
promising start for that game for Dekk, but that square burst was brutal.
That was a brutal square burst.
It just takes like one really nasty RNG sequence to
even the best players in the world can top out early, as you can see here. So it is not an easy game.
Everyone can have that fair 19 transition percentage was one of the stats, and I don't think anyone has 100. You're gonna see even people like Scooter Galaxy, they're gonna have 18 top outs.
Yeah, we'll see if Gunter and Knight can avoid the same fate here as they are going through the early sequences here. It's 193 to 214, so pretty close, less than a Tetris difference between these two.
Knight setting up 2 off the bottom, and she'll get the bar for it.
There it is, Tetris.
Gunter down by a couple. We're a little under halfway to 19.
Oh, look at that. A little bit of a hang there from Knight. But Knight's a roller, can work with this, especially with a bar. There you go.
Gunter kind of had an early dash shift, and as a result, looking for... That bar is only going to be a double. Going to have to take a few more burns.
We'll see if he sets up here in column 9. Yep, going to go ahead and set up in column 9. And there's the bar for the Tetris.
There we go. And that's a nice transfer. You don't really want to be hanging out on column 9 for very long.
Yeah, no.
That's like
I've made that mistake before.
Up the center wells, that's not the one you want. All right, so we're off and running about the bottom. Both players have a Tetris on the board.
Yeah, they've gotten started on game number 3. It is do or die time for Dekk.
Yeah.
Our number 24 seed on the ropes to the number 41 seed.
Exactly. That'll be a pretty big upset. Just
on paper, but watching how they're playing right now, I'm very impressed.
I'm kind of wondering. I feel like Paco may have underqualified a bit. I'm not sure, but
Paco
was very, very good. And we kind of saw that. First game 700K wasn't even halfway through post.
Wow,
we
haven't had a chance to see these players really kind of show their stuff. So maybe this will be the one.
Yeah. Let's see. The top game, we got 383 for Knight, 341 for Gunter. So a couple of Tetris lead for Knight. They've been pretty clean. And the scores are, pretty much showing that.
Yeah. This is I think once again, kind of like what we saw in game 1.
Yeah.
Knight's kind of holding that slight lead, but as we saw, all it takes is kind of one mistake, and Gunter close enough to potentially make a move.
Yeah.
349 for Gunter, 430 for Knight. Down bottom, we've got 142 for Dekk, 142 for Pacoistaco. Only 380-point difference here. That is .02. Oh, man, back and forth they go down bottom, which is what you want to see. It's still early goings. Lots of room here for some Tetris heroics.
Yeah. There we go. Paco's were a little nervy there for a second, but got the Tetris to get it down.
Yeah.
That left side.
Would love a J.
Yeah. A little uneven. This is probably going to result in a few extra burns, but yeah.
Looking pretty good here. Look at this column 3 set up here for Knight.
You know,
does get the bar for that Tetris.
Nice.
And now set up again.
Yeah, she's building up a lead here.
Still going to try to stay aggressive. No place for that S piece, though. There's a Tetris. We'll see.
Yeah, and that L is going to be great
perfect.
For the tuck.
Yep, that's going to help resolve that perfectly. So
yeah, her
Knight is safe.
Nice, and she makes just for the J. Her board is pretty good right now.
Oh, nice S spin there from Gunter.
Paco digging at the moment. This could be Dekk's chance here.
Could
Dekk
be.
Has had a fairly clean game.
Exactly, as you would expect from a top-level DAS player here.
Or Dekk, yeah. So
absolutely needs to continue this play, but these droughts not really helping either of these players.
Like you have seen kind of a bunch of there haven't been any really long droughts, but that drought kind of keeps ticking going on for like a few pieces.
Yeah, there you go.
Kind of like a semi-arid seed.
Yep. Dekk just now surviving that drought and doing good things. They're up actually right now at about 2 Tetrises. Line counts are pretty similar.
Yeah.
So it's a true lead for Dekk here.
Up at the top, we've transitioned. So Knight with a 100,000-point lead. Gunter had a few lines in pocket, though I think it's evened up a bit. So Knight just keeping on, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, not the highest transition Gunter's ever done before, but you know, still alive. And that's the important thing here.
Exactly. You know, just that if you're alive, you give yourself a shot.
Exactly.
You know?
And we saw that for game 1. Gunter was alive and made it to level almost 30.
He did more than just survive there.
Yeah.
It's really good for a DAS player.
That was a great game 1.
If you're gonna take a game off of a roller and gold dark bracket, that's the sort of game you have to put up.
Yeah, that would have been kind of historic. I don't did Sofa win one last year?
Yeah, he did win one last
year. Nice. All right, so all right, that's Gunter's goal.
Yeah, not quite as hot of a pace this game, but I would say still
within
still serviceable.
Yeah, this again, if we see a mistake from Knight, there could be some room here, but Knight is right now.
She has a commanding lead. And has mischief for that L.
Oh no!
Oh
no!
For the
Gunter.
bar, and that's gonna be it.
As Grand Designs might say, no.
And all Knights move out to match point.
Yeah, we have a pair of 2-0 leads here.
Yeah. Down at the bottom, past the Joey Parker turn. Dekk now has opened up their lead a bit here. Up by a few Tetrises, is digging though. You know why it's called a Joey Parker turn?
What was that?
You know why it's called the Joey Parker turn?
Yeah, because Joey Parker is a veteran of the scene and was the person who, in fact, invented that particular phrase, Joey Parker turn.
Yeah, because he wanted something named after him. So he got the Joey Parker turn.
Well, I know the Kingsman certainly uses it all the time, so I still use it occasionally as well.
Yeah.
Shout out Joey Parker wherever you are.
We're about to transition here at the bottom.
Yes, dirty board for Dekk as well. 483 to 456. Close, but right now I think you got to give the advantage here to Paco, at least going into transition.
Dekk does have a higher score.
There you go. Just a handful more lines to go.
Dekk just setting it pretty high here. And one line until the transition.
Oh,
this
Dekk.
could be.
Oh my gosh, Dekk.
Needs something 5-tap with the bar.
Wow, beautifully done.
Needs something to the left. Going to take the triple. And there's
a
bar.
Dirty Tetris. Unbelievable Dekk.
Dekk
surviving here and just so close.
Well, that's the Tetris separate the two of the moments.
Yeah.
Paco keeping clean, gets the long bar, gets the Tetris. Again, not a lot of bars this game.
Yeah, it has been a bit of a droughty seed. There is a Tetris for Pacoistaco to go up by about a Tetris.
Yeah.
And taking advantage of the slowdown from Dekk as well.
Yeah, Paco just looks so good this match.
I agree.
Yeah.
I've been very impressed. But, it's not over yet, so
not
Dekk
over yet.
is still very much in this one. Oh, that misdrop is not going to help, though.
This is very
good flat
for
burn.
a roller, but will need some good placements. Gets that T over. That J is exactly what the doctor ordered. Gonna reopen the well for a second.
The Dekk order?
But Paco needs something to the left. Yeah, so Paco's in a dig of his own.
Yeah, so Paco is also in trouble. Oh my goodness.
Well, he looks like he's good out of it. Like the worst is over, but he's still, bleeding pace.
Yeah. Both these players, like, really, it is anyone's game. I think just going to be the last mistake, right? Like, who can play less mistakes right now is going to probably win this game.
Looks like both players are clean. Center well Tetris for
and
Dekk.
Right well Tetris for Pacoistaco. It is 17,000 point difference right now.
Yeah, and that's going to be fewer and fewer Tetrises as we proceed through the levels. So
this is true, yeah.
Close.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. At this level, we're getting close to that, about almost 30,000 points per Tetris, so less than half a Tetris difference.
Yeah, Dekk holding, keeping on with that center roll is biting them a bit here, having to take a few extra burns. But has it reestablished Lombard Tetris.
Oh my goodness, it's getting tight down bottom. Up top, though, we do have a match going on. Gunter at 118, 196 for Knight. So as we've seen in all three games, Knight has kind of jumped out to a lead.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens here as we get further into the 18 speeds.
Yeah, no good place for that. Z for Paco. So Dekk has taken the lead here, but again, it's so close.
It has been back and forth. Yeah, what a battle down here.
Paco does have about a level of lines in pocket. Yeah, Paco gets clean. Lombard Tetris. 10,000 point game.
Oh my goodness, we are approaching the end of the 19 speeds. We're going to be transitioning to the kill screen speeds, which both these players are rollers.
Yeah.
So they do have theoretical points on the board here at kill screen.
Oh, but no. Very high misdrops at exactly the wrong moment.
Oh, no.
Get that over. I think that's going to be it.
Out, and that's going to be a 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, but GG's
Dekk.
Yeah, great time. Yeah, thank you so much for playing. Great match. Great
qual. Absolutely great.
Yeah.
Still here.
Yeah,
still made it.
Yeah, we love to see Dekk here. Paco can play this one
GG's. And Paco going to take a victory lap here.
Yeah. Now's the time to do it.
Now is the time to
do it. Good to see some 29 play here early in the tournament.
Yeah. Well, GG's to Paco. The upset 41 seed going to make it into the round of 32.
Yeah. And definitely earned it. Paco has had a great set.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very impressive win.
It's a pretty high oh my goodness, that 5-tap with this I think that's the 5-tap. That's a DAS player.
Got that far over.
That was some good stuff.
What the heck?
Gonna tell about an 885, but great.
GG's to Paco is Taco. You're moving on.
Yeah, quite a display there from Paco. So GG's Paco. Glad to see it.
Life is good for Paco.
Yeah.
Life is good for Taco.
If you're a taco, life is good.
Life is good. Well, for as long as you aren't being eaten, I guess.
Maybe you're. I don't know. Yeah.
If you're a taco, do you want to be eaten? I guess
it's like the party in tummy. Anyway, it's like a yoga thing from way back when.
Up top, we do have a match still going here. Gunter on the ropes, looking to try to bring this one back. 345 to 403.
Yeah, pretty good lead here for Knight. Kind of the 18 speeds are kind of, if you're a DAS player, that's where you want to.
Yeah, you want to take your lead, make your move here, but at the same time, it is so hard to compete with a player that can just stack all the way to the heavens.
Knight being just a very professional game, you know what I mean? Just like she is getting it done. Just in terms of set,
Knight is, we're looking at here like probably a mid to high 500 transition for Knight.
Yeah.
Gunter looking at trying to get to around 450. So we'll see if Gunter can make any kind of moves here. On the 19 speed's going to have to probably try to do it. Although now...
Yeah, it's coming soon. Both players one Tetris away. And Knight's going to Tetris in. Going to get the 501.
Very close match. But if you're Gunter, you gotta hope that, I guess, Knight makes a mistake, because it feels like at this point the trend has been Knight takes the lead into 19.
Yeah. And Knight just kind of, like, Gunter's kept it pretty close here early on, and that game number 1 is kind of the example. But Knight is, she's a roller. She has that play style advantage. And she's, looked like she's very capable of pressing that advantage.
Yeah. But it is still looking good. Oh, Knight with a slight misdrop. Yeah. This could be the misdrop that Gunter ordered.
Especially since Knight not getting the greatest of RNG to clear this up. Gonna reopen that dependency.
Gonna go ahead and just plug it there instead of wait.
Yeah, waiting on the bar. Your bar dependencies are always going to make you nervous.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Gunter has the well covered here. Does get the bar.
Knight gets the Tetris, and she's pretty happy about it. Look at that.
And so does Gunter, though. So still down about 3 Tetrises. Oh, there's another one from Gunter.
Yeah, Gunter trying to claw back a little bit. Knight's like, okay, sure, I'll do a center well. Why not?
Here's the center. We'll call him 5. Just hanging out with his bar.
Might
Where's
not
the bar?
Paying off. There
was a little bit of a drought there, just covered right as the bar was coming. And so now Knight gonna have to be burning kind of high up.
Yeah, those S's were just awful.
Gunter's board a little dirty as well. Oh no, has to cover up. And now
this
you have to get something left.
This is pretty gnarly for Das.
This is such a difficult board. I don't think there's anything Gunter can do here.
I think that might be it. Gunter tops on a 528, and Knight will take game number 3 in this GG's.
And we had a pair of sweeps to kick off things here on CT2, but it still was very good game. Gunter really taking it to Knight in game number 1. I think
Gunter has to be very, very satisfied with his performance here at CTWC.
Absolutely.
Killer qual, almost beating Knight in game 1. Really just kind of showing what Das is still capable of. So... But Knight, she's doing what
Knight's just so good. So it's we'll see what Knight can do here in the next round and possibly the round after that. It's going to be real exciting to see what the next round holds.
Yeah, exactly. And she just barely missed not having to play in round 0.
Yeah, exactly. So right on the cusp of being a bye-worthy wall.
So should be set up for an interesting match in round 1.
Yep. So seed 17 and seed 41 advancing out of this first round 0 here on CT2.
Pretty cool. Let's see what,
we're going to let Knight kind of do.
Oh, she has a bit of a mission for that seed. Gets the bar, though. And this should be very doable in terms of cleaning it up before the transition.
Yep. We'll go ahead and just watch this one out. See how far Knight can take this game.
Victory lap time.
Victory lap for Knight.
Yeah.
So who will Knight end up facing?
Let me check the bracket.
And actually, same question for.
Where's the bracket?
Our other players.
So Knight's going up against DMJ. Oh, this is a gnarly transition. She's going to make it, but GG's.
What you're missing is a hug between the competitors.
Yeah.
Gotta love the sportsmanship here. We got thumbs up from our players. We got thumbs up from the commentators.
Let's count y'all down. Good luck and have fun, y'all. In 2, 1, Tetris.
And we don't have to simultaneously start this one, apparently.
Yeah, no, we are good to go. All right. Got a couple pieces. We got the Classic Tetris World Championship here. Gold bracket. I'm Arbaro. I'm here with Omenvar, and we're having a good time.
We're having a real good time.
Yeah, I love this. I love Tetris. That's why I'm here at the Classic Tetris World Championship. Who we got here? Hopefully these players also love Tetris. Otherwise,
Yeah.
If
they don't love Tetris, they're kind of in the wrong spot. Yeah. What happened here? Yeah.
Fun. This is a fun set because both the players on the right side are tappers.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Both players hyper tappers?
Yeah. Eren's doing some.
And Dillan doing tapping.
Dillan very famously a very good tapper, right?
Isn't Dillan considered like the fastest tapper in the world?
Yeah, the fastest tapper in the West.
Fastest tapper in the West.
Yeah, I mean
Nice.
He lives in Michigan, so not that fastest tapper in the Midwest, maybe. But, yeah. He made the gold bracket last year, so
this is true.
He beat top 16 last year or 2024, so like he's
Yeah, it was really actually. I remember Dillan getting in, being very excited that we had some tap representation in gold. So, used to be a more regular thing.
Yeah, but before rolling existed, the kind of the Joseph heralding the tap revolution.
Yep. Yeah. Corian and Joseph really kind of leaving their mark.
Yeah. ID Kirby on the top left. ID Kirby kind of a player that's been on the rise, to say so, lately, just to say the least.
Yeah, it was. I remember last year I got to judge Kirby's qual, and it was Kirby was very disappointed. I got to think here, making it at C29, probably
Not
an improvement.
Yeah.
That's like very, very good seed here for Kirby. So I'm very excited to see what Kirby can do here, but has a real tough opponent in Dillan.
Yeah. That's the thing, like if you're a tapper in the gold bracket, that means you can and will take out max out, pick out rollers. Yeah.
You can probably play a bit on 29 too, so kill screen.
It's good to see ID Kirby here. Was second place in the Vegas tournament. Apparently he's a tennis coach. So ID Kirby, kind of a multidisciplinary sport and esport champion here.
Wow.
Down at the bottom, we got vicious Rhubarb.
Oh, yes.
That's just,
we've got our tacos, we've got our rhubarbs. We have all representation of fruits and vegetables and food combinations.
Yeah, you kind of.
It's where else but Classic Tetris will you find all these foods?
We got toast.
We got
I can't think of any other ones.
We have there is a lot of food that's represented here. I can't. I'm blanking on them too.
Yeah,
now.
I know. It's kind of a.
But yeah, we have vicious Rhubarb. He's been on the scene for a while.
Yeah.
Is now rolling from Minnesota. I know, we've seen a lot of Rhubarb over in the Mini D and some of the Toast Opens.
Organizes, Rhubarb and Meme are the main organizers of the CTWC Minneapolis tournament, which gets a lot of big names.
Yes, agreed. Yeah, so big shout out to and Toast too.
Toast, yeah.
Big shout out to Toast, Meme, Rhubarb for keeping Mini D going.
Rhubarb also won the Midwest Regional back in 2025.
Oh wow, yeah.
So, Rhubarb has some.
Is the Midwest Regional Milwaukee?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
Was that?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay. That's one I actually kind of want to get out to as well. Yeah. It's not too far. It's about an 8-hour drive from me.
And the bottom right corner, not to be forgotten, Eren, who is we're supposed to be complimenting, very nice person. We all enjoy Eren's company.
It's so funny.
Eren is also so good at Tetris. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just when you described it as nice was the first word I thought of as well. I think he's kind of well known in the community as one of the quote nicest peoples in the community. And if you've been around Eren at all, it's just it's not even there's no question.
Yeah. He also has a top 1.3, so that's
wow.
That's not too shabby.
That is not shabby at all. And kind of fun fact here, Eren got his first max here in a qual.
Oh wow.
CTWC.
That rules.
I think it was 3-4 years ago now.
Yeah.
So that was an incredible moment for Eren and for all the people who are watching.
Our game's around 100 lines in. Up at the top, Dillan has a huge lead. 120,000 points, so into the six figures. Down at the bottom, Rhubarb's up by a couple. Eren has gotten clean and is Tetrising. And a little bit of a gnarly drought. I don't know if the drought counter is accurate there. Saying 42, I don't think that. Sometimes the drought counter gets a little funky.
Yeah.
Might have been that. Okay, no, the bar will get there. So 492 to 406.
Yep, and down bottom is actually a really close one between Eren and Rhubarb. 473 to 460. Line count is exactly the same. We are approaching transition in the next 10 lines. And with that Tetris, we just have a handful more lines. This bottom game is really close.
Yeah. Let's see what happens in post here.
We do have
rolling's not going to be a huge advantage in post, but if they hit 29, but Eren and Dillan, they're going to be having some 29 tap ability.
Yeah. We'll see. Obviously, if you're Eren, you probably want to try to take a lead into 29 if at all possible.
Right.
And
Dillan kind of killing it.
We have transitions on all of our boards here. 510 for Kirby, 642 for Dillan. So Dillan off to a real hot start.
Absolutely.
About 130,000 point lead. A lot of activity happening on CT1. If you aren't already there, you should definitely go check it out. Also, CT3 silver bracket, CT4 bronze bracket.
Yeah, keep us on meter though. We're the coolest. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really close. I think pretty much both games. I think Dillan here just about 3 Tetrises up on Kirby.
It's like 100-point difference down at the bottom there for a second. ID Kirby, Dillan holding on.
Things happened.
Yeah, things happening on CT1. Won't say anything because don't want to spoil it for people who are watching the VODs afterward. But
things happened. You should go watch it.
Exciting things happening on CT1 right now.
Exciting things happening on CT2. Dillan with about a 2 Tetris lead over
I think Kirby's
Kirby.
closing it a bit. Yeah, because it was like 110,000 points there for 120.
Yeah.
So that's
Kirby making a little bit of a comeback here.
Bottom game just staying super, super tight.
Yeah, it has been very close.
Yeah.
I think Rhubarb's kind of had the lead the whole time, but it has been very close.
Well, but Eren has some lines in pocket here.
Ooh.
Yes. So like about a level of them.
Yeah, about 10. Yeah, 10 line difference here. So there is some potential here for...
Not getting a whole lot of bars. So that's kind of... S's and Z's instead, not exactly this.
No, Eren
doesn't get that bar over.
Oh, gets the Tetris, but this is going to be very difficult to get through. We're
just talking about how bad the RNG was. And
there you go.
But
Eren surviving here.
Rhubarb doesn't get that S over, but going to get the stack low enough where that's not going to be a survivability issue.
Yeah,
Rhubarb all of a sudden has a pretty big lead. It was close, kind of this thing where you're late in post, You're still 29. It's still 19 speeds, but those Tetrises has gotten significantly bigger, and kind of blink, and you're suddenly in a big gap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're in excess of 30,000 at this point, so you just get, a couple Tetrises. Now you're 70,000 up on
top.
people.
Ooh, Dillan about to max out.
Kirby
not too far behind him.
For Dillan. Come on. Don't make me a liar.
Not yet.
He's
Reverse into 29, 905.
Oh, he's stacking for a dirty. Dillan.
Yeah, Dillan.
What?
No. ID Kirby is in. ID Kirby has the max out. Dillan getting shrouded, needs the bar. Down the bottom. Eren's in at 771. There's a Tetris. Both players will max out at the top. Eren does take the lead. Down to the bottom, Rhubarb 938, Eren 776. There's a Tetris ID Kirby. Dillan going to top out at 1041, and ID Kirby will take the first game. Let's see what he can do. There we go. Gunter Tetris gets the 1.1. He's pretty happy. Down to the bottom, Rhubarb will take game number 1. That kind of late, they were neck and neck until late.
Right up until
post.
late, yeah. And on the flip side, on top, it was I think Dillan with the lead there for a long time.
Had a huge lead. Yeah, really, Kirby came roaring back there. So they both were really good games.
Yeah, fantastic start for both these matches.
Yeah.
And especially if you're Rhubarb and Kirby, you're probably pretty happy to take a 1-0 lead here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a couple of dangerous opponents.
Yeah. Gotta if everything happening, just bang, bang, bang.
3, 2, 1, Tetris.
What was that?
Everything just kind of happening, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's just kind of going kind of crazy.
Yeah.
All right, one more shout out here to Tetris the board game, which believe it or not, I actually own.
Wow! How's Tetris the board game?
I haven't played it yet.
Oh man!
But yeah, you can bring the fun of classic digital game to the tabletop and experience the fun of Tetris in real life with this multiplayer strategy game of rotating, dropping, and line making.
Yeah, well, it's all the things I want in Tetris. So those are the characteristics of Tetris that I enjoy.
Yeah, apparently there's I believe you can even add garbage rows. It's kind of weird because Connect 4 you can drop pieces in there and everything. So adding garbage, I'm kind of curious how this mechanically works. So
yeah, I gotta open that bad boy and play it. Yeah.
Need to get some more Tetris friends over at there. Oh, actually, you know what? I do have some Tetris friends at home now.
Nice.
Let's try it.
There you go. Game number 2 is started down at the bottom. Both pairs have a few on the board.
Oh, they start separately?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's probably better for us. I was definitely missing stuff there. Came out of the game there because everything was happening all at the same time.
Yeah. For anyone in doubt, keeping track of 2 games, it's not just hard for you. It can be hard for us too. Although, taste of this, go check out Tetris Wars. My goodness.
God, I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how you do that.
Oh, well, you just have to be comfortable with the fact that you're missing a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we got game started up at the top too. Kirby kind of still burning away here at the beginning of level 18, game number 2. Dillan with a quick lead.
Yeah, Kirby a little bit of an early shift, but may be able to. Yeah, that's not going to slow him down too much.
Nah, no. Just 11 lines in. Still actually looking for a Tetris, though. That's pretty rough start.
Getting S's and S's. Snake Seed.
It's S's all the way down, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. He'll get himself cleaned up, though. Down the bottom, neck and neck again. It's a CTWC. You can say neck and neck. I guess people say it anyway, but I try to lay off of it when I'm doing online comms.
Yeah, but
now is the time.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
You know that you're here on CTWC.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah,
Gold bracket commentary. I think you can probably say neck and neck.
This is when you say neck and neck. It's exactly.
No trauma. You're good.
Look how close this game is at the top. They're trading the lead. Eren currently clean. Rhubarb has a few glacial lakes in the stack. Long bar Tetris, though. Oh, no, that's a
Rhubarb's got quite the
that wasn't
modern
Tetris
art going on here.
Yeah.
But opening up at least one of the long bar wells.
There it is. Yeah, and it's just looking pretty good.
It is a dirty setup here. Yeah, 3 off the bottom.
Yeah. Or 2 off the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it depends on how you count it. Yeah. There was a debate about this not too long ago with some other commentators.
Oh.
So you count 1, 2. So the first one is 0 off the bottom, 1, 2. Okay,
yeah, it's off the bottom. It's row. It's a column. It's row 1.
Row 3, 2 off the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Top
game looking pretty good too.
Yeah, Dillan up by about a Tetris and a half. It tells you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're keeping pace. It's sort of the lead that can vanish in an instant.
Yeah.
Rhubarb setting up column 3. Gets a J that he was fishing for.
Yeah,
gets a bar. There we go.
The difference between Kirby's board there and Dillan's board was pretty stark.
Yeah.
Kirby had the very flat board, and Dillan had a very spiry board. But looking to try to get it resolved. Ooh, I like that adjustment with that square to fill it in for the long bar. It made room for the long bar.
The T didn't quite go over for Dillan.
A little bit of a misshift there. Mistap, I guess.
Yeah. Under tap.
Over tap. There you go.
Under tap, over tap. Yeah. Oh, Dillan a bit of a misshift as well. Down at the bottom, Rhubarb did get clean. Has to do another little dig. Eren has been taking advantage of these digs and is up by a few now.
Yeah, Eren way up right now. 4 Tetris is 449 to 353.
You're almost 100 lines in.
It's pretty close up top. Both players are trying to work through some dirt. Oh, having to put more weight on that column.
Yeah, nice bar for Kirby. Nice adjustment for it. Look at that. Look at how close the game is. 380 points.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
0.02 Tetrises according to Nestor's Champs.
Man, NTC. Shout out to Yobi and Zohasadar and all the contributors.
Wasn't able to make it this year, so we miss you.
But we got Zoe here.
Yep, Zoe doing a great job. Yeah. It's been as far as production goes, I feel like it's been near flawless.
Yeah, it's been a good.
Shout out to the production team.
Yeah.
Zoe, Toast, Ninja.
Yeah, it just gets a little better every year. They get feedback from the previous year. They implement stuff. Nestor's Champs is an open source project.
Yes.
It's built by the community for the community.
Yep.
And it's only good. It just keeps getting better, right?
Yeah. Just even since last year, Yobi has put in a lot of really highly requested features. Yeah. So it's been. I haven't really seen any glitches this year for NTC. So
down at the bottom, we're about to transition. Rhubarb only 1 line away. Eren looking for a 600K.
Yeah, looking good. 3 Tetris lead for Eren.
Yeah. Rhubarb's in 520. Eren
at 593.
Yeah, so has a line to go. Won't be able to.
Oh, line spin.
You never see it coming. Or I don't see it coming.
I don't see it coming because I don't dare even try a line
spin. I know,
spin.
right? They're just so.
And that's why they're up here and we're over here. Yeah, 606 for Eren, 550 for Rhubarb. Kirby at 467 with about a Tetris lead over Dillan, who's at 447.
Yeah, there are about 17 lines, so I guess exactly 17 lines from transitioning.
Yeah, we are there now at the bottom.
Rhubarb getting up a little high. I'm going to get a bar. That's going to help out quite a bit. Yeah, nice pieces. Keep himself alive. Falling a bit further behind Eren. Eren, we'll see. Rhubarb might be able to make things up a bit on 29, but
has to get there.
Has to get there, and 29 is not a not a sure thing.
Oh
right?
no,
you would rather not have to do a lot of heavy lifting there.
Yeah, even at the very, very top of the game, 29 is still a scary place. So
Eren has a 6-figure lead now. Up at the top, we've transitioned 541 to 562. They are like less than a Tetris for the two.
Great scores from both players. You know, I
trading
think,
the lead.
If you're Dillan, of course, you probably wanted to have a lead going into this transition, but these players capable of doing a lot of damage on 19.
Yeah, Eren just wasn't getting the J. Finally settles for an L.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but sorry, Kirby. Sorry, just finally settles for the L. Yeah. That's okay. 639, make that 665, 645. Lead trading going on. Rhubarb trying to get out of this.
Yeah, Rhubarb in a little bit of a mess here. This board getting kind of scary, dangerous.
Gets the J over.
Does get a couple great pieces there.
Oh, that L is perfect.
It was beautifully.
That was
Those
good.
pieces were great, and Rhubarb put them exactly where it needed to go. Stacking up on the right side to try to play it safe.
Yeah.
And just bring this board back down to safety.
Survival is paramount. We're already up to level 26, though. And still a 90,000 point lead for Eren.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what...
Eren had been burning that whole time, too, so the lead not quite as big as I kind of expected it to be, but...
Oh, my goodness.
This board very high for both players.
Rhubarb needs to get this down before... Oh, that bar finally gets the triple. Needs to get this down before the transition.
Yeah, Great game out top, too, man. 709 to 719. So Dillan keeping it close.
There's a Tetris for Rhubarb, and he is clean. 775 to 826. Eren a level behind, so Eren does have some time to build up this lead, though.
Yeah.
Up at the top.
About a one Tetris lead. We are getting to the end of the... We'll call it 19 speeds. It's not really the end of the game for these
players. End of the moving walkway. They're 847, and Rhubarb's in. So the 29 speeds into the post period. Eren still has one Tetris available to him. 939 is the score. And you see what he can do. How much chapping he can do in the kill screen. It's like he's trying to set up here. Rhubarb, 866. He might be trying to set up. He's going to take the triple. That's, he needs to play set.
Just shy of a max.
Yeah.
Can he do anything more? Will not. So
Rhubarb needs 978 to take it. Needs a couple Tetrises. We'll try to line this out. I believe it's line-outable. Don't quote me on that, though. I mean, definitely.
Has a chase down. Needs to get another 84,000.
Some triples to definitely make things comfortable. Up at the top, we're up to level 27. Dillan is up by about a Tetris, maybe 2 Tetris and a half. Oh, wait, no, it's 40-point difference now.
Oh, it's 0.
40-point difference. Oh, my goodness. Practically nothing.
Yep. Wow. We'll see here. Dillan
this is going to come.
Looking to try to take a lead in.
Kirby wants to get this cleaned up before the transition. Only 7 lines left. Rhubarb down to a 60,000 point chase down, keeping it clean, keeping it low.
Yeah, Dillan was gonna have to go in kind of. Oh, gonna set up dirty. Column 3.
Kirby gets things cleared. Gets the max out.
Hey, dirty Tetris for Dillan to get the max.
Has the lead for the second. Kirby currently behind, but gonna get the Tetris. 1047 for Kirby.
Can Dillan get anything else over?
Bar, that's going to be a split triple down by 30,000 points, and Dillan needs something to that left side. The bar going to lay it flat. That's got to be it.
What a
top
game! Wow.
Kirby going to take it, just barely.
So
my
close
goodness.
the whole game.
Yeah, down the bottom, Rhubarb looking to close this chase down out. Going to get the 5 top of the bar. 4,000 more points.
Running out of time here, but
just
needs a couple more lines.
There you go. There we go. GG's.
GG's. Rhubarb. With the line out strats here to take game number 2. Yep. So our rollers are in the lead here.
Yeah. But the topper's definitely making them sweat.
For sure. That top game, man. Dillan had a golden opportunity.
I think, Kirby kind of topped that out there on 30, right? Like that Tetris on the kill screen, run it for him. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That was some good stuff.
So our
Rhubarb gets the max out, so GG's to Rhubarb.
Hey!
Get it all the way to 39. Love to see it.
Yeah, our tapper's showing out here.
Yeah.
They're showing that they can push the rollers too.
Yeah.
So pretty exciting match here as we wait for that one to get kicked off. One more shout out here. It's Tetris X Rubik's. So Rubik's Cube kind of pairing up with Tetris.
That feels like a pretty intuitive combination, right? There's a lot of overlap in terms of, there are a lot of people who in the Tetris community who are also into cubing.
Some of the best in the world are also some of the best in Tetris.
Man,
it's kind of crazy. The Tetramino matching brain teaser cube includes an Tetramino stand to display with your Rubik's or Tetris collections. It's not your average 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Instead of creating sides with solid colors, the goal is to twist and turn the cube until 6 classic colorful Tetraminos are restored back to their original shapes. So
nice.
You can check it out at Walmart or Target.com for both items.
Beautiful.
Looks like we got some games here. Yeah.
Kick it off. Yeah. Early stage. Kirby, kind of a little bit of a tuck. Oh, gets a nice double tuck with a J. Gets another J. Might get this board resolved without too much burning. Kind of when you see that sort of like, multiple setup, kind of.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it doesn't quite work out, but Kirby ended up making it work out there.
Yeah, I feel like top players, they just have kind of an instinct about things like that, where I try to set it up. I don't necessarily know all the things that I need to resolve it, and then that gets me in trouble. Whereas these top players, they're like, oh, yeah, I can do A and B and C, and then I'm good to go, right? And so
even top players, you kind of see them, that's not really going to kill them, but sometimes they just don't get the right pieces. And
True.
It ends up not being quite worth it, but
the fun part about watching these players is then when they make mistakes, they typically don't die.
Yeah,
because they're too good.
Yeah,
they just get farther behind in pace. Is really the major thing that happens with these players.
And it's fun watching them try to get out of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we are seeing these players looking pretty clean, actually. All 4 games looking good. Dillan at 254, Kirby at 218, Rhubarb 146, Eren at 162. So close games on both sides, about 1 Tetris difference or so.
Yeah. Dillan and Kirby already almost halfway through 18. How time flies.
Yes, indeed. Wow, look at the Tetris rate difference between these two. Dillan at an 85% Tetris rate. Kirby at a 71% Tetris rate.
It's kind of crazy too, because I feel that Tetris rate a lot of the time, a really small difference can kind of materialize in a fairly big
in weird ways, right? It depends if you're taking a bunch of triples or when you're taking your Tetrises. They can make a big difference. Yeah, the line count too obviously will affect that Tetris rate. So. Thankfully, these players don't have to worry about it. It's mostly just a nice thing for us commentators to take a look at and be like, hey, blah, 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 Tetris rates. This is so interesting.
You have some more numbers to talk about.
More numbers.
You have a Hey Now alert if you're...
Oh, we do? Yeah.
There you go. No, that's...
percent Tetris rate
that's your whole deal.
I guess it's certainly something that has become attributed to me for some reason. So
there you go. You're the one starting doing the counters. So
the counter. Apparently, Kingsman was telling me, and I did not know this. He used to run a Hey Now counter.
Okay, wow.
And then he's like, and then you came along and stole it. I was like, dude, for real?
Wow, great minds think alike.
Something like that.
Yeah. Kingsman, obviously the greatest of minds of our generation.
Sure, yeah,
he's doing a lot of work. He's kind of been doing.
King runs so much of the Tetris community in general, not just here at C2WC where he's kind of like the main organizer, but he also does CTL. He does friendlies. You can find him pretty much everywhere, participating in everything as well. So he's omnipresent.
I'm jealous of his hyper productivity.
Right? How? Yeah. And he's got kids. He's married.
He's got a job. Yeah,
It's pretty incredible.
What's
also incredible? Just to say this, I can hear you.
Oh.
You know why?
Why?
CT1's quiet.
Oh my goodness.
So it's like I have to lean
realizing, hold on. Yeah. So maybe if we talk real loud, the players can hear it. Dylan's already up at 500K.
Wow.
So he's having a pace. Down at the bottom, only a 380 point difference.
Yeah, I just noticed that. Dylan's already 500K and has plenty of lines to go here.
Yeah, so he's kind of dangling a little bit, isn't he?
Just a bit. For those who aren't aware, Dengler, a very, very proficient player here.
Yeah.
Is actually going to be in the gold bracket. I don't know.
He made it the gold bracket. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, made the gold bracket. Also kind of known for just being extremely efficient.
He had the first ever perfect transition. Or first maxed out, sorry.
First perfect until max?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. very, very, you know, kind of looked up in the community as being like maybe
the pace
almost
lord,
like a pace lord,
Yeah.
and almost like a robot. Like you watch Dinglers play, and you're like, "There's no way he's going to get out of this," and then he somehow turns an ugly board into a beautiful one. It is so fun to watch.
Up at the top, about to transition. Dillan slowed down a little bit, but still has a. Oh, I would say doesn't really have a lead anymore, huh?
Yeah, it is very close.
Going 589 to 581. My goodness.
Oh, nice spin there from Kirby.
And it's developed about a 3 Tetris lead here. I think they are going to go into transition shortly as well. This is do or die time for our tappers.
This is, yes.
Yeah. I don't know if there are any other tappers. I think these are probably.
This is probably it. Yeah, we saw our one DAS player.
Yeah, I can check the bracket real quick. But
Gunter did not quite make it.
Yeah, but it's fun that it's fun that we're getting all the non-roll place elements. Yeah, exactly.
Same thing that happened last year with Adam Myers. Shout out to Adam Myers once again. We had a lot of fun, like being able to do. I think the tappers. We got a lot of tappers as well. We had like 3 tappers, I think. Yeah. So. Once again, CT2 representing our, we'll call them non-rolling playstyles.
Yeah, there's a couple players I don't actually know their playstyle, but
yeah, very close up top still here. Like back and forth they go. Kirby, Dillan, just whoever scores a Tetris has been taking the lead. Down bottom, Rhubarb, 611 to 664 for Eren.
Yeah.
So
Rhubarb I think he had a little short dig sometime there in 18, and Eren pounced on it, but.
We saw Eren went into kill screen with quite a lead. It took Rhubarb 7-10 levels, something like that.
And doing that sort of line out chase down in 29, not easy, even for like a really good tap. Even for a really good roller. And Dillan's gonna top out at 692. Lost control of the stack.
Eren, no.
And Rhubarb has a chase down. Needs 693 to take it.
This is not a gimme for Rhubarb. This is a board.
Yeah.
This board state is nasty.
He needs to just get this down.
Just trying
to line it out after that, but gonna case the triple.
There we go. Gets that bar all the way left, bringing this board down.
Yeah.
And looking good.
Looking good so far. Almost has the well reopens.
And all Eren can do is watch.
There's a Tetris, and Rhubarb will take game number 3 in the set. GG's. Huge round of applause for everyone.
Good game.
So, and
Eren really showed up though. I mean, I was very proud to see like how much of a lead he took into kill screen there in game number 2.
Yeah. So great job, Eren.
Man, 20th seed Rhubarb.
Yeah.
That is a really good seed. So we'll see what Rhubarb can do. Who's Rhubarb's opponent?
Let's take a look. Yeah, you take a look at the top game because they're about to go in.
Dillan just crossing the max mark.
Yeah.
And 978 for Kirby.
Rhubarb's going to be facing off against Pixelandy.
Oh, wow.
That's going to be a big match. Yeah, it's going to be a match.
So it'll be Kirby, work cut out for sure here.
You're pretty close to the kill screen here.
Yeah. Still about a 1 to 2 Tetris difference, and it is our tapper in the lead right now.
Yeah.
We'll see if
Kirby goes in 10-22.
Oh, no. Dillan getting some bad pieces.
There's another Tetris, though. So, Kirby just lining out here. He knows he's playing against the tapper. He knows, just trying to survive here. He's down by a Tetris and a half.
Oh, gets that piece over.
Needs to get a bar. It's not going to come. Dillan's going to top out at 10.95. Kirby needs 10.96, but this is not free by any stretch of the imagination. Kirby's board is climbing. Yes, that day. Oh, to the left.
Yeah, this is, I've watched Kirby. This is certainly a doable board.
But this is crazy.
Oh, no.
T doesn't get over.
No, that T did not get left.
Oh, he's going to top out 10.
Dillan going to take game number 3.
And I'll keep the set alive. Yeah, GG's.
And our tappers are not dead yet.
Yeah, tapper hanging on by a thread, but not dead yet.
This is the first non-sweep that we've commentated.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, four sets, and this is it. Finally,
we've had the. If this is going to be anyone, it's going to be Dillan, right?
Yeah.
You have a lot of play style mismatches, so that's a big thing. But
Dillan's such a tough opponent.
Till is such a tough opponent. He's made the premier poll as a tapper.
Incredible.
Yeah, so that's
as a tapper with just great fundamental stacking. Tetris, and I think away we go. Yes.
Game number 4 got off and running.
Same seeds confirmed.
Yeah. CT1 is back at it, so let me know if you can't hear me.
Yeah, I just lean in.
Yeah.
I lean in real
Lean
close.
in. Hi, oh man. Yeah. Okay.
Oh man. I'm having to be very careful. Well, no, I'm not going to say. I was going to say I have to be very careful with this mic, but I won't. You know the reason why.
Yeah, I know. I dealt with it yesterday.
Away we go. Oh, hey, there's a in addition to the Matcherino, which you can do with the Matcherino, we also have a Stand Up to Cancer if you want to help.
Yeah.
Basically, they're partnering with us, and you can help donate to stopping cancer. It's a worthy cause. Yeah. And if we get to, I think it's $2,000, then there's a giveaway of a signed custom NES.
Yeah.
That'll go to someone here, lucky person here. So, yeah. I mean, kind of the least of the reasons to be donating to Stand Up to Cancer, but still kind of a cool thing.
Exactly. So, Stand Up to Cancer. Give some money.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
it's a really good cause.
All the reason in the world right there, just to help. I mean, I think everyone's known someone who's been affected by it. So help us help them.
Yeah.
Stand Up to Cancer.
Absolutely.
And it's a pretty close game here.
Yeah.
163 to 162.
Someone in chat saying, shout over them. Who do I look like? Grand Designs?
Just what?
Someone said in chat saying, shout over CT1. Who do I look like? Grand Designs. Hi, hello everyone in chat.
Is someone saying that in chat?
Yeah.
Well, I can get kind of loud, but then I lose my voice.
Yeah, I'm already losing my voice.
Oh my goodness!
I needed the rest of it.
I was on comms with GD yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And trying to keep up with his energy is something else.
Yeah,
it is amazing though.
Nice little Z spin for Dillan. Drought ticker is ticking up to mid-20s.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, we have a drought.
Dylan, stay clean.
Get out your trouts. We have a drought and a toast, and we had a rhubarb.
Yeah.
And we had a taco. And we have these yummy gummies.
Yeah.
Fandom snacks. Not to be confused with a different name apparently.
Yeah. Close game here yet again as we cross or approach the halfway point to level 19. Sorry, yeah, waypoint to level 19. There we go. Dylan looking for a bar. There it is, Lombard Tetris. Kirby only up by half a Tetris, so.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're Dylan, you've seen kind of what Kirby can do, but I mean, Kirby didn't get out of that last one, so if you can take a lead here.
Those 29 chase downs. You can do them if you're a roller, but they're not free.
They're not free, as we witnessed. I mean, I have seen Kirby get out of worse, but it doesn't mean you get out of it all the time, even as a top 30 player in the world.
Have you tried your hand at rolling at all?
I have not.
Yeah.
My goal, and I know you and I probably share this. My goal is to try to get a DAS Max.
Yeah, I think that was mine too. I think I'm going to try to.
You gonna switch?
Yeah, I think I need a little bit of a traitor face.
Traitor.
I don't know. I've been playing. Sometimes you just get in rut.
Yeah, no. You know what? I think you should do whatever's going to help you feel good about the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever that is, you do that.
It's been, I've been doing a little bit. I have like a 600K PB, and it's like fun,
Yeah, I think, what? There was a point in time, I don't remember when, but you were doing something, and I was watching you on stream doing rolling practice, and you got PBs.
Yeah.
That was about a year ago, probably. I don't know if you've done any practice since then.
Actually, I was at CTWC 2 years ago, or I forgot exactly when. Went and visited Biggie Mac beforehand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and she gave me my very first rolling glove.
Okay.
And taught me how to kind of, gave me a little bit of tips. And now I live in Seattle with Fractal, so Fractal's...
oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we're over the Joey... Yeah.
Oh, Joey Parker turn? Nice, okay.
Yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was going to say, I can't imagine having a better mentor than Fractal.
Yeah, he's in Seattle. We actually, if you're in Seattle, we have a monthly meetup. So if you want to meet some of these, top level players, Fractal and Zurabot in particular, and Kirby's in a little bit of a jam here.
Yeah, this is a rough one.
He's gonna get some. Okay, there's only a 4,000 point difference, and Dillan also having to take a few burns, so he's gonna be out of it sooner.
Yeah, he's got about 15 lines to try to bring this down a bit. Obviously, these players proficient at surviving 19, but you don't. If you can help it, you'd rather go in low rather than high.
Especially since the speed change. You can survive on 19 perfectly fine, right? But like you gotta, maybe it's not as much of a thing for rollers.
Yeah.
But you still have to make that adjustment.
But it can still be the speed change, just like with anyone else, speed change can still be a bit of a shock.
Yeah. Dillan also had to do a bit of digging there, so only up by a couple of Tetrises. 539 to 487. We're into level 19. And Kirby's sitting up dirty. 3 off the bottom. And there is the bar. There's the Tetris.
And there's one for Dillan.
Both pairs
still up 50,000 or so.
Getting clean. Oh
no, Kirby not happy with that.
Yeah, that was a fairly nasty phantom burn.
But Kirby set up for a dirty right now.
Yeah.
Taking a delay triple.
Over. There's a bar. There's a
Tetris. How many off the bottom was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
5. Yeah, that was a good number of lines. Dillan is clean.
Yeah, Dillan's still up here, about 2 Tetrises.
Feeling real clean like a money machine. There's another bar. There we go. Both players are in scoring position. Kirby does have a hole. Looks like he'll just burn it out. Only a few lines. All right, so now we are clean and back ready to score again.
Yeah, it's looking. Dillan still just holding on to this lead just a little bit. 169 lines. Hey now for Kirby.
Now.
692.
Dillan's shaking his head. I don't know why his stock looks great. I just okay. Yeah, it's a little bit of a speed bump here now, but there we go. I'm gonna nod and Lombard Tetris.
Still, this game has been basically the same lead for like over 100 lines.
Yeah. Dillan just holding on to it by a Tetris or 2.
Yep, here we go. We'll see if Dillan can continue this lead. We'll probably want to, because Kirby can be very scary in kill screen.
Yeah. Dillan needs to win this one to force a decide, or Kirby looking to close the set out and go on to the next round. The winner plays Sidnef.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Number 4 seed.
Yeah, it'll be a tough ask for either, but first they got to get in front of the person right.
Exactly.
In front of them now. Something. Oh, look at this. Dillan now and Kirby trading the lead back and forth. Yeah. And we are approaching the end of the 19 speeds here. Only about 30 lines to go.
Level 26. Couple of burns. Drought's necessitating some burns, and Dillan's up high. Not exactly clean. Kirby going to keep himself clean and score the Tetris. He's up by a Tetris now.
Oh my
Dylan is set up dirty. Gets the bar, gets the Tetris.
Oh,
gets the utility bars. Needs something to the left side. Going to get a square.
Perfect pieces.
There we go.
Come on,
not
Dylan.
quite open to reopen the well. Oh, nice burn. Lombard gets it over.
29's approaching. He's now behind. So all the heroics to stay alive, but
Lombard Tetris
has one more Tetris to give here.
Yeah.
There it is. Gonna go to kill screen.
928 is the transition score. Kirby hangs the bar. Going to get a Tetris. Going to go at 963. 934 for Dillan, and Kirby is clean. He's down to the bottom. Dillan needs something to that.
Wow, beautiful set of burners.
2 left those L spins in a row, trying to keep this down.
No.
Down doesn't go.
Needs something
left. I don't know if he can get anything else. Bar doesn't go right. That's it.
What a battle.
Dillan going to top out at 947, but man, what a showing from our tapper.
Unbelievable fight. What an exciting way to end that match.
Yeah, that was great.
Dillan just putting up the fight of his life versus Kirby.
Dillan, always a fun competitor here.
Agreed. Dillan always putting up fights against whoever he's against.
Let's get it going in 3, 2, 1. Tetris!
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tugi starting off with a burn. May have been a mini misdrop there at the very beginning stages.
Yeah, a couple early dependencies for Tsuki here. Nothing dangerous, though, but one thing that you got to be really careful about is if you start getting into a habit of building dependencies, just trying to really go for a lot of super aggressive scores, sometimes you get into an early dig, and those digs may not be super dangerous, but they're going to cost you pace, and against players of this caliber, every single point counts, and losing pace could be behind like 50 to 60,000 or even more points when you get into transition.
Yeah. Also, I do want to mention something that's kind of cool. So out of these 4 players, really, it's all different countries. I know that Doge is representing the U.S., but you see him wearing that Mexican jersey. It is because he is Mexican but lives in America, so it is great to see how international this scene has gotten over the years.
It really is, too. I mean, this is the World Championship, and so many people in the very beginning, in the early years, effectively just called it like a World Championship in name and just Americans mostly playing. But as we've seen the scene completely explode after JD, Joseph Saley, defeated Jonas in 2018, and then after Blue Scooty ended up crashing the game a few years ago, we've seen the game not only explode with so many young players coming into the game, but also international players coming in as well. Believe it or not, I mean, not just one or two, several of the top contenders in this tournament are actually international.
A large amount. One of the best placement we have in terms of international players here in CTWC is Sidnev, who made it to the finals in a previous year, I believe 2023, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Sidnev has been a player that has been on the cusp of winning a big championship for a long time. And Sidnev, again, got a very, very high seed. I believe a top 4 seed. Oh, no! Right when I was talking, Tsuki's in deep trouble right now. 171,000 does have the lead here over Tugi, but this is not an ideal board.
Tsuki,
get it down. Get careful.
Tsuki is a tapper, so he does have to do a
Gotta get the bow piece over. Gotta get piece. Oh, no! And that is a top out. But it's not over yet. There is a chase down for Tugi. Tugi needs 1 Tetris to finish this off and gets the dirty Tetris and takes game number 1.
Tugi had to survive a 38-piece drought to get that bar to secure the win, which means I would say this seed has been pretty rough for both of them.
Very rough. Top board right now. It's relatively close, only separated by a little less than a Tetris. Winterra 245,000, Doge 228.
Yeah, right now Tugi and Tsuki are about to get started with game 2. Over at the top, both players are pretty clean with a fairly efficient game.
Yeah. Both players are relatively clean right now up on the top. 292 to 251. Here we go. Tetris ready for Tugi. Tetris for Winterra. Tetris for Doge. All right. As soon as we got our players ready on the bottom, get the next game started.
Looks like they are just getting ready right here. Winterra, let's talk a bit about PBs. Winterra, I believe, has over 2 million as her PB. Doge has a 1.7. However, he does have kind of like more experience in terms of top level play. He used to be, before he started retiring, he used to be one of the best players we had in the rolling scene.
Yes, definitely. And the other thing too, like talking about on the bottom row with Tugi also at one point was the DAS world record holder.
Yeah.
Which is a phenomenal fact when you consider a DAS player not only being an amazing stacker too, but being able to translate that to rolling, because so many players are just tempted to play so much more aggressively when they have so much more control over the pieces. The stacking knowledge and the stacking safety you learn from playing DAS, that is a truly powerful skill when you can convert it to rolling. It shows the consistency that Tugi's had in general.
Tugi is also one of a handful of players who have a max out with both with DAS, tap, and roll. He didn't play tap for very long, but he was able to get that max out. I remember a few years ago, got it within like several weeks of starting to tap. So
that's amazing. It truly is. Back up on the top now, we got about a 60,000 point lead for Winterra. Make that an 80,000 point lead. However, Doge gets that Tetris back. 459 for Winterra, 397 Doge. Doge is clean, gets another Tetris. Winterra also clean, waiting for another long bar. And now we have started back down on the bottom between Tugi and Tsuki.
Over at the top, we are about 25-ish lines left to go before the first transition, which is on the 19 speeds. The speeds going up to 2 times faster than on 18 speeds.
And then whenever you get to 29, that's where you really see the skill of these players. And it's something that, and I know you can really attest to this, Peak, it is something that you absolutely positively cannot understand just how hard it really is to do unless you play seriously and try it.
Yeah, it's so difficult. No matter, you could be rolling for a long time, but these speeds are brutal, man. Like it's hard to get that down.
No, and it also puts it in perspective when you see players like Dog, Alex T, and Sid Nev and Blue Scooty, when they're able to crash the game and in Dog's case get a rebirth. It just blows your mind how they can not only play on those speeds, but play on those speeds for thousands and thousands of lines, too.
Yeah. Winterra being the first player out of the 4 of them to transition into the 19 speeds at 583. Doge will follow suit. Momentarily just waiting for this last long bar and gets the bar for a final Tetris into the 19 at 541.
609 Winterra. Bottom row, it's still pretty early days on the bottom row. Relatively neck and neck between Tsuki and Tugi. Tugi does have the 1-0 lead due to the early top out that Tsuki had.
Yeah, Tsuki looking to get some momentum going after that unfortunate early top out around 40 lines. It's really unfortunate, especially with how brutal this format is. Single elimination best of 5.
The best of 5 is a very important thing because at this level, in the old days, we used to have best of 3 in some of the rounds. Best of 3, when you have players of this skill level, it is much, much easier for flukes to happen, where best of 5s, it is far less likely for flukes to happen, and then you can see some real big skill-based upsets.
Definitely. But over at the top, we have 719 for Winterra, taking a Tetris and a half lead. 2 Tetrises now, but she is ahead in the line count. Doge at 678.
Okay. Winterra did have a slight O dependency, did get the O to fill it in, gets another O to fill that one in. Is Tetris ready? Going to slam another Tetris down. 777. Lucky numbers here for Winterra. Doge behind by about 42,000, so slightly over 1 Tetris. However, Doge is also behind by like close to about a level's worth of pace. So 71% to 69% Tetris rate is actually pretty close to neck and neck.
It's going to be really interesting to see how Doge will end up doing, assuming we make it to 29, because he has a PB on the 29 start of a 1.3, I believe, 1.3 million. But he, as I mentioned earlier, he hasn't been playing much these past few months. So we'll see if there's any rust involved as we reach the 29 speeds.
Yeah. Another factor you can look into, though, is there may or may not be any kind of rust involved, but you're also fresher as well. And sometimes the freshness could give you the edge that you need when you play at this level.
Yeah, it's always good to have the best mental you can when it comes to these tournaments. It's not just about being the best player. It's also being the most level-headed and not panicking and staying cool in tough situations.
Okay, speaking of not panicking, we did have a little bit of a dependency here forming for Doge, but Doge is okay. Oh, another Lombard dependency now for Doge. May go for that center wall. Oh, nice burn to set the center well up. Bar is not coming for Doge, and Doge has got the top sealed here. Oh, no, misdrop for Doge. Doge needs something to get over to that left side. Doge got the bar over. Doge is still kicking right now.
He's still not out of it.
899, still not out of the woods yet, though. Another dependency. He has to fill it in and get a bar down here. Needs to be able to get an L and be able to get the J to fill it in. Doge is still digging this down. Doge 907. We have a max up for Winterra. Winterra is punishing here.
Doge with the bar.
And there, center well set up and gets the dirty Tetris. Does Doge.
Unbelievable survival from Doge just in time before the 29 speeds. Has a Tetris and a one-off before the max out.
Yeah, Doge is still behind by about 70,000 points now, but we are getting close to level 29 speeds. There we go. Tetris for Doge. Winterra has hit level 29, 1.062, so is still ahead by a little over a Tetris. Another Tetris for Doge.
Doge with the Lombard.
Oh, dependency here. You make sure you go in clean when you go into 29.
Nice double there from Doge. Needs a good bar.
There we go. Dependency. Does end up filling the dependency. Needs to be able to open that up. We are opened up now. 1.063 to 1.078. We're relatively neck and neck right now on level 29. Burning down pretty well right now.
Yeah, he's open on the right side. Is Tetris ready? Waiting for that bar. Is actually less than a Tetris behind, but takes a triple. Still only behind by 2,000 points. Bit of a misdrop there.
Oh, this is getting really bad now for Doge. And Winterra does have the lead. Doge has got to find a way to get out of this.
He's already shown some incredible survival earlier on. Let's see if he can keep.
Oh, no. Oh, careful. That good burn right there. Good burn. Needs to be able to get an L or a bar. Does not get either of them. And wow, that was nice to be able to get that J down for Doge. We are still neck and neck. Oh, Winterra's in a little bit of trouble right now. Winterra's getting trouble. Winterra's going to top out. And Doge with that burn takes game number 1.
Doge with the hero's dig on the post transition on 19. That almost did him in. I almost thought it was over. Survived it. Had another dig on 29 and still survived long enough to take game 1. That was incredible.
That takes unbelievable mental fortitude to not only be in a dig like that, but also be behind and not trying to do some hyper-aggressive stuff to just try and get out of it. To stay true to your game, get out of the dig, and then just go for it whenever you know you have a chance like you did level 29. Amazing clean, well-deserved win from Doge.
But we've still got a game over at the bottom. Tugi at 636, Tsuki at 595, level 20.
Still pretty close down here. Slight mess now for Tugi, but Tugi is burning it down without too much complications. 597 Tsuki, 664 Tugi. Tsuki is almost clean back up. Okay, Tsuki is Tetris ready, going to get a bar. There's a Tetris for Tsuki, 626. 671 Tugi. Tugi is clean back up from that slight misdrop and that slight mess.
Yeah, Tsuki does have the momentum after that early top out on game 1. Is doing a great job here, very much so in max out pace into 29.
696 to 652. Tetris for Tsuki. Tsuki's almost ready again, actually. Tsuki is ready again. Setting up. Still pretty clean. Taking that double. There we go. There's another Tetris. And actually going to get Tetris ready again with a couple more pieces. Still remaining clean, 710. Still about 40,000 points behind Tugi. Got one Tetris, but Tugi gets that Tetris right back. 739 to 777. Tugi still with the lead of slightly over a Tetris.
I do want to give a quick shout out before we get deeper into post-transition to a few people who have contributed to the prize pool. Kathy Simmons, $175 into the match arena saying #Pkric commentating. We had Grand Smokio also contributing. And let's take a quick look here, as well as Fracture. So thank you guys so much for contributing, as Tugi is in a bit of a dig right now.
Oh, this is not good for Tugi. Oh, open that bar over on the side, though, so I think Tugi might be okay.
Yeah, but Tsuki is now taking a lead, but he is ahead by over a level in the line count.
Oh, a little bit I actually thought Tsuki was going to try and go aggressive there, try and go for a mega dirty Tetris. Luckily, it does not, because the pieces weren't really conducive to it. Actually, it looks like Tsuki's trying to play a little bit safe, because there was potential to try and go for a center well there. This may actually prolong the dig a little bit for Tsuki.
Yeah, this is going to be really unfortunate for Tsuki, especially because he's a tapper. He has very limited kill screen play in comparison to Tugi, who is a roller.
There, Tugi gets another Tetris. Oh, we got another mess right now, but dirty Tetris for Tsuki. 911 to 920. We're still pretty close right now, but this board. Oh, misdrop there for Tsuki. Well is open to be able to get a bar to try and mitigate some of the damage, but we are very close to 29 speeds, and this is not the board height you want for it.
Yeah, and his board is not getting any cleaner than a few levels ago. It is almost spiraling out of control. Tugi with a one-off of a max out, level 26.
Still waiting for that bar. There's the bar. We got level 27 getting a max. Oh, and that's going to be it for Tsuki. Tugi's going to take another game.
Tugi up 2-0, whereas at the top we're just starting on the 18 speeds. Winterra 117, 78,000 points for Doge in game 2.
Yeah, both players relatively clean up on the top. Pretty early days here. Definitely what we want to see in level 18 from these players. A lot of times when you get to the gold bracket, you really don't see a lot of craziness till you get to at least level 19. Anytime you see 18 craziness for those players, you always like feel the pain of them too, because in order to compete at this level, you have to be consistent at these speeds.
Yeah, and as we mentioned earlier, with the best of 5 single elimination format, there's almost no room for error. You got to capitalize on these minimum 3 games, maximum 5 game set.
Definitely. And also, energy plays a factor as well. Because a lot of times when you play deep into a tournament, and especially when you're rolling and have to conserve your energy, sometimes you can get into situations where you might not go super aggressive when you don't have to, depending on the opponent, because you want to have everything you got for a much later round against a much tougher opponent as well.
It's also a bit of a kind of a double-edged sword, because maybe you may not be like too burnt out if you're starting in the early levels or early rounds, but you may be kind of rusty in a sense, because you could warm up all you want before the match, but match play is completely different in terms of handling nerves and handling your rolls and maintaining an efficient stack.
Definitely. So we did have a slight dig situation for Doge. Doge did get out of it. However, it's close to a 3 Tetris lead for Winterra through that situation.
Doge had a Lombard dependency, but had to close down his well. Is trying to maintain an efficient and clean stack. Couple of flat burns there with the bar.
That was a really good flat burn there, moving that bar. It looks, on first appearance, looked like a misdrop, but when you saw the piece sequence, it was actually an immensely intelligent move.
We have started over at the bottom for game 3. Tugi at match point for a potential sweep. Tsuki needs to bring this back in his favor.
Tugi gets another Tetris. It's still pretty early here. Both players need to be able to maximize their efficiency on this speed here, though. You definitely do not want to be giving free digs to your players.
Not at all. At the top, we are about 80 lines, more than halfway done through the 18 speeds. Doge with a 2.5 Tetris deficit, but we have seen him be in a deficit in game 1 and still take game number 1.
The most important thing, especially when you play at this level, is make sure you keep the aggression on your opponent, but most importantly, stay alive. Because you'd be amazed how many players, if they're just going aggressive, end up getting too aggressive and get into a top out. And then just by simply outlasting your opponent, you can end up taking some games away that you might not have thought you could take.
Yeah, we right now got Doge at 309, 93 lines. Winterra 391 at the top, or at the bottom we have Tugi at 30 lines, 141, 162 for Tsuki. Every single player here with a clean stack.
Exactly what we want to see here. Oh, we got a drought up on top. 20 pieces before we finally get that bar. Winterra's going to score. Another score from Doge. 3.82, almost a 4 Tetris lead, however, for Winterra. But Doge is clean, and Doge is counterattacking. Mostly clean for Winterra. Now, actually, Winterra is fully clean and Tetris ready now.
Ooh, Doge, a couple of burns he has to deal with. Hole in his stack, but it is manageable with a single.
That right there, I mean, honestly, when I look at this as a player myself and see some of these extremely incredible moves, it gets you to think that casual players that look at this and say, this game is luck if you don't get the pieces, they really don't understand just how ingenious stacking can really make a difference.
Yeah, it takes a really good player to make this look as easy, incredibly easy, even though it's not.
Because like you can give me the exact same seed these players have, and they would be leading me by 150,000 points just because of their stacking vision.
Speaking of a 100,000 point lead, we got Winterra at 537, Doge at 430 as we near the 19 transition.
Yeah, definitely want to go into the transition clean. You don't want to be digging right away. When you're playing DAS, it's more critical to go in clean to 19 because these players at this level generally have the ability to play on 19 at close to 18 efficiency. But regardless, you still don't want to take it completely for granted because it is still a speed increase.
Doge has transitioned with a sub 500K at 4.6 now, 502, 590 for Winterra. Really good game here.
Down on the bottom as well. We're pretty close to neck and neck here too.
Yeah, 351 for Tugi, 333 for Tsuki as we are at around the halfway mark on the 18 speeds at the bottom.
617 to 552 up on the top.
Yeah, Doge needs to capitalize on this post-transition, or we'll have to be forced to be more efficient on the 29 play.
Still going pretty strong here, 648 to 579. Down on the bottom, Sugi's actually opened up about a 2 Tetris lead on Tugi. Is behind 2-0, so needs to reverse sweep to be able to stay in the tournament. But still, be sure that you don't go too aggressive and end up just getting swept because you're trying too hard to be able to try and take it. You still need to be able to maintain your composure and keep your game.
Doge's board was climbing a little bit after that drought, but did get a couple of nicely timed bars for Tetris. 663 for Doge, 710 for Winterra.
712 to 691. We got a couple more burns here. Winterra's still trying to get set up. OP's not able to use that bar, however. Doge will be able to use the next bar. Getting bursted a little bit by S's and Z's is going to slow the pace down a little bit. So this is Winterra's chance to be able to open up even more of a lead. Is going to do just that with another Tetris. 744 to 727. Still relatively close, about halfway through post-transition play.
Yeah, just out of nowhere, Winterra had a 100,000 point lead into the 19 speeds, but it just dissipated just like that. Doge now only behind by a Tetris.
Still burning down here. Doge still trying. Oh, Doge is going dirty. Doge is trying to go dirty. It gets the dirty Tetris. Doge 789, 835 Winterra. Bottom row, we have 545 to 508. Tsuki still maintaining that lead. And we actually have a 600K transition potential for both these players.
Yeah, Tsuki, being a tapper, needs to really be as efficient as possible before the 29 speeds. 591 for Tsuki, 530 for Tugi. So it looks like a bit of a lead forming for Tsuki.
Get clean right now is Winterra, 901 to 833.
This is still anybody's game up at the top. Only 2 Tetrises separating these 2 players. Winterra looking for this next Tetris to get into a one-off of a max out.
There's another Tetris, Winterra, 966, just needs one more. Oh, nice spin there.
Very nicely done for Winterra. Is Tetris ready for this next Tetris, which will give her the max out and gets the max out for a Tetris.
There we go. There's another Tetris.
There we go.
Okay, still trying to get ready. Tsuki here, Tetris ready. Still ahead of Tugi.
Ooh, Doge in a lot of trouble right now. Has to bring this down in about 13 lines.
Oh, nice burn there for Doge to be able to keep this open.
Yeah, 890 for Doge. Now 1.08 for Winterra, and we'll transition at 29 with a 1.1.
Yeah, this is absolutely dominating. 5 Tetris lead right now for Winterra.
Yeah, it's still with a clean stack. Doge in a lot of trouble, though. Needs to survive this.
You're not able to fully go after that, unfortunately. Still got dependent. Oh, wait! Dirty Tetris! Oh, not able to. Actually, that would have been a triple. It wouldn't have even been a Tetris.
Yeah, Doge.
Oh, did not go long bar flat over there, but either way, it's still going to be all right. Doge is 230,000 points down, so even after surviving this, Doge is going to have to find a way to really start attacking Winterra. Hope Winterra tops out.
Yeah, he really needs to hope for Winterra to get an early top out on the 29 speeds to even have a chance of chasing this down.
Yeah, but down on the bottom, Tsuki has opened up a 6-digit lead, 129,000, and upping that to 157,000. Tugi 643, Tsuki 801.
This could even be potential for a 1.2 into 29 for Tsuki. Doge at the top, still burning, still dealing with the situation. One off of a max out right now. Great survival from Doge, though. Is going to survive this by the looks of it. Just a few more burns.
Doge, right as we said that, Doge had a misdraw. Oh, that Doge is falling apart there. That is going to be it. We are tied up on top, 1-1.
Yeah,
and down on the bottom, we actually got a little bit of a dig situation forming for Tsuki, and Tugi actually looks pretty clean. Tugi is still very significantly behind, but if Tsuki cannot get out of this, this is a very makeable chase down for Tugi.
That was a near fatal hang there. Now that's a fatal hang for Tsuki. Needs to survive this. Needs to hit a 4-tap on the right side, and does get the bar in time.
Nice tuck there with that T. Another Lombard dependency. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get a bar to fully plug it. Pretty much had to use that J.
Right now, Tsuki is losing a lot of efficiency. Another misdrop, though.
This is dangerous. This is actually looking very dangerous. Level 26.
Tournament life on the line for Tsuki.
Yeah, and Tugi is actually starting to bring this back. Tugi's only down by 70,000 dollars. Made back half the deficit already.
Yeah, Tsuki getting a couple of good pieces here. Another hole in his stack that he just formed. And another misdrop. This might be the final nail in the coffin if Tugi gets another Tetris.
Yeah, at this point, I was going to say at this point, I don't know if it's going to be able to get low enough to dig it out at transition. But that is it, and sweeping the broom right now. 3-0 moving on to the first round. After getting through round 0, it is Tugi.
Still needs a couple more points, though. A couple more burns. And there you go. Now he will move on to round 1. Very nicely done there for both players. And congratulations for Tsuki for making it into the top 48. Not an easy thing to do, especially in this time.
Yeah, Tugi has been playing amazing this tournament already, let me tell you.
We're about to get started in Game 3 over at the top. We'll be getting into a two-way scene now. There you go. And we just got started with game number 3.
Okay, it is 1-1 up here now between Winterra and Doge.
And we are back. I am joined here by Hector Rodriguez, Flyhack, whose name is always spoken of when we talk about rolling.
Both players starting off with the same exact stack, except for that T-piece.
Clone-trist, as they call it.
Yeah.
Both players very clean. It's always a good thing we don't have much to report on level 18 speeds. But as soon as we say that, there ends up being some kind of crazy dig happening, so let's hope that doesn't occur here.
Or a 26-piece drought and counting. That's another thing that could
That may play a factor as well. 30 already. Look at this. 33, finally getting there. Both players managing that like pros, seriously.
Yeah, it almost looked completely easy, but good thing no early tops here. Nice little Tetris there from Doge at 76,000 points. Pretty even game so far.
Yeah, we've seen some interesting things between these players in the first couple games. Both players really giving it everything they have. We have seen some more dig-based situations from Doge compared to Winterra, but regardless, Doge has risen up to the challenge and has stayed very resolute. That's something that could play a factor in these final games of this match.
I do want to get a bit of online facts going on. Last year, Winterra made it to the top 32, losing against Andy, whereas Doge got eliminated in the first round, or round 0, against Nowi. So this may be a bit of redemption for Doge, hoping to move on past round 0 after that early round exit last year.
Yeah, there's always incentive in this game. The sky is the limit for this game as far as how well you can do, the different levels of play you can aspire to get to. If you want to say, I want to get past this round, I want to get to like round 2, 3, 4, I want to go to the finals. Like the skill curve is just so high as far as goals you can set.
Yeah. But right now we got Doge now almost 70,000 point deficit at 47 lines, so heading the line count, which means his pace is even worse than what it may seem in the real-time score.
Yeah, 237 now to 123, so Winterra is really bringing it. Couple burns here. That's a nice L piece to be able to fix that, and we got another Tetris for Doge. Winterra answers back immediately, though.
Yeah, 260, really good game right now for Winterra. This is potential for a 600K transition. Obviously early on, but whenever you want a 600K transition in tournament play, you want at least 300,000 at around the 60-line mark.
Definitely. 285 to 172, so still 112,000. Oh, nice shift right there for Winterra to be able to keep the board set up.
Yeah, she did give a bit of a head shake, almost like she didn't want that to happen, but it ended up being a good thing for her board.
Now has a slight dependency, needs to get a J, does get the J, now can use a bar here to be able to get set up, and another bar to be able to score another Tetris. However, it does look like Doge got one of the Tetrises of that pace back during that sequence.
Yeah, right now, almost 100,000 point deficit for Doge as we near the halfway mark on the 18 speeds. I would like to take a quick second here to shout out to Matcherino if you guys would like to help contribute to the prize. Well, you can do so with Matcherino at !Matcherino or !M if you're on Twitch or on YouTube. We're currently at $4,000, but we would love to get that prize pool up as much as possible for our top 48 players.
Yes, every single dollar from this Matcherino goes back to the players as well. And these players coming out here to Southern California to compete in this tournament, our annual CTWC, this is our 17th edition of this now. We want to do everything in our power to reward the players for their amazing play and keeping this community alive the way they have.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for the help and the support we've been getting throughout this tournament so far, as we are at around the 99 mark for both players.
Okay, we got 406 and 355, so Doge has erased about half of the deficit here. And gets another Tetris. Winterra answers that one right back. But still, it is always a good thing whenever you're behind as much as Doge was to be able to keep your calm and then really claw to get back into the game and be able to make it only about a 2 Tetris deficit. Because it may seem like a lot of points, but 2 Tetrises, especially whenever you get into the late speeds, and Tetrises are worth so much more at later levels, that might not appear to be as much as you think it is if you can keep pace.
Yeah. If you make it all the way to level 38, that is just shy of 50,000 points per Tetris, and that's 1 Tetris. So he just needs to survive this, keep going as long as he can. But meanwhile, Winterra's maintaining the 600K transition efficiency.
Still getting another Tetris, however, is Doge. And actually, with that Tetris, is now behind 3 Tetrises again. So Winterra has managed to gain another Tetris on Doge. We still got about 20 or so lines before we hit the level 19 transition, though. So at this point, the players are looking to maximize their points, so they got to start playing a little more cautious. Oh, right as I said, look at that spin!
Really nicely done, but still has...
Oh, no! That is a top out for Doge, and Winterra is now up 2 games to 1.
Just unfortunately spired his board with those couple of unfortunate pieces and couldn't get it done. Had to early top out, but still has one more shot at bringing this back.
Anything can happen, though. We've seen many reverse sweeps in this tournament over the years, and at this point, it's not even a reverse sweep. You only need 2 wins and not 3. Doge is still very much in this with the efficiency we've seen throughout these first few games.
Yeah, definitely. We are about to get started with this 4th game. Winterra will be at match point for yet another potential round 1.
All right, as soon as our players are ready, we're going to count them off.
Like a place and an impact, and you had an impact on, with your fingers and how rolling developed. You're part of our story now. So, yeah, I was super grateful that
Oh, we did get a $20 contribution into the prize pool from Cami Rose. Thank you so much for the contribution. Greatly appreciated.
So, nice that you found my video and, originated from my technique and stuff like that.
And I did hear a countdown there for game 4. Both players are getting started right now.
All right, this is match point for Winterra to be able to move on to round 1 of the tournament.
Doge has no more room for error. This is his last shot at potentially forcing a decider and maybe even beyond that.
We have had a lot of deciders in this tournament so far from the other channels, so
yeah,
anything can happen here.
Pretty close matchup so far. Doge already with 4 burns at the start.
Setting up a potential spin or a tuck here. Actually, a J tuck would be real nice for Doge's board.
Not getting the JPs, finally gets it, and it will be Tetris ready. Let's get the bar for his Tetris. So Winterra, a bit of parity issues here, but nothing to write home about. Just going to take a couple of burns, which could cost efficiency, but we'll be okay regardless.
Okay, now, really high left build-up right now for Winterra.
But nice roof burn.
Nothing dangerous, luckily. The right tuck should be able to fix it. An O tuck followed by a J tuck would be really nice on the bottom if the right pieces come for it. But they are not coming, unfortunately.
With that dig from Winterra, Doge has taken a slight early lead right now, 36,000 points. Now 2.5 Tetrises in the lead of Winterra, who's still burning.
Yeah, Winterra actually had a dirty Tetris set up and unfortunately was not able to use the bar for it. Is able to use the bar for this one, though. 129 for Winterra. Actually, yeah, that burn right there gets set up for another center well dirty if it comes.
There you go. Winterra is set up for another dirty Tetris, but isn't getting the bar yet. Bit of a drought is forming for both players, but Winterra does get the bar for a dirty Tetris and another one to boot.
Yeah, 2 dirty back-to-back center wells. Still behind by close to 2 Tetrises, though, against Doge.
Doge with a bit of a burn he has to deal with. Had to close down that column, too. Now Lombard dependent, waiting for the bar. Nice triple.
240 now for Doge, 201 for Winterra. Both players the exact number of lines of 51 lines, so this is a true lead of about 40,000 points for Doge.
Doge is doing a great job so far at this game 4, knowing that he has no more chances right now. This is him fighting for his tournament life.
It's do or die. Do or die right here, but Doge is rising to the occasion so far. He's trying to set up a spin or a tuck. Oh, did not go for the spin there. They can get the tuck here with this J. There we go.
Didn't want to risk a potential miss spin and having a hole in his stack. Now gets another Tetris at 310, 66 lines, 273 for Winterra, 68 lines.
Here we go. 310 now. Another Tetris for Doge. Doge now 333, 273 for Winterra.
Both players now clean with a traditional right side Tetris after Winterra having that bit of a situation where she was stuck having to get some dirty Tetrises. Another drought forming.
We've had a lot of droughts tonight.
Yeah, but they were never big droughts. They're always like around the 20 to 30 piece mark.
Still getting a couple burns.
Doge not utilizing that bar. Now gets another bar for a Tetris 402 at 83 lines. This is potential for a 600K transition. Winterra hoping for maybe mid 500K with his efficiency.
Doge still clean. Doge is going to get another Tetris. Doge goes up to 425, 80,000 point lead over Winterra now, who actually has a couple dependencies forming. Does end up getting the right pieces for them and does get another Tetris, though, with that J on the top followed by the L down on the bottom and then the long bar. 368. That's still 78,000 points back. Oh, this could be a little bit interesting here, that the setup that we have from Winterra.
That was a really good skim from Winterra with the L piece, but didn't get a good set of pieces and then was forced to get a hole in her stack regardless. Does get a triple with that bar. Now might go row 2.
Is going to go row 2 here. We are ready at 377, 471. We're almost up to a 100,000 point lead currently for Doge. Doge knows it's do or die, and Doge is answering.
Yeah, Winterra with another hole in her stack, but just going to cost a couple of burns. Is Tetris ready? Lost a bit of efficiency, but still within the 500K transition range, and gets a bar for a Tetris.
Another Tetris now for Doge, 524 to 409, and another Tetris for Doge, 137,000 point lead. Look at this pace. Still has several Tetrises available, does Doge.
Yeah, really great efficiency right now for Doge. Just a couple more Tetrises to secure the 600K transition.
Continuing to just run it up right here. Exactly what Doge needs to do. There's another Tetris coming in for Doge. Doge now 158.
Yeah, 457 for Winterra, who is having a clean stack. Now, a bit of a parity issue right there, but they get a nice T-piece to clean this up. Now, bar bursted right now.
The one time in this game that you don't need a bar, the game gives you a ton of them. That's just how it is. Sometimes I feel like this game is just like in your mind, even though it can't be.
Definitely. Doge is Tetris ready. Another drought forming, but does get the bar for Tetris, securing the 600K transition. 621 for Doge. Winterra will transition at 529.
Oh, a little bit of a misdraw for Doge, though. I think it's low enough down the board it shouldn't be fatal, but this is Winterra's chance to get right back in this game.
Yeah, just a couple of burns for Doge. Now, bar dependent.
And actually, look, Winterra has gotten a couple quick Tetrises and has almost half the lead.
That's always what you want whenever you transition. Getting a couple of Tetrises to just maintain that momentum. Winterra with a couple of burns right now. Doge is Tetris ready.
It finally got cleaned up. Gets another Tetris, but now, as you see, only a 73,000 point lead as opposed to a 140,000 point lead. Winterra maximum capitalized on that.
Very nicely done here from Winterra, but Doge still maintaining efficiency after that early misdrop in the 19 speeds. Is Tetris ready now? Gets a bar for a Tetris. That's 734. This is potential for a high 1.1 with this efficiency, but it still may get the 1.2 with near perfect play.
Winterra on the bottom, little bit of a slight hole in the middle, getting the right pieces to fill it in, though. Burn on the side, and there's another Tetris for Winterra. 716 to 763. Doge, however, is clean. Well is sealed, does reopen the well there. There's a bar, and there's another Tetris for Doge. 792. Winterra 717. Still trying to get clean here, though.
Yeah, a couple of burns here are going to give Doge the opportunity to extend this lead even further now. Almost 100,000 points in the lead as Winterra is still burning. Doge is Tetris ready, waiting for that bar, and gets the bar for a Tetris at 850. Level 23 for Doge, 757 for Winterra, level 24.
There we go. Couple more burns down on the bottom, 760. Doge has re-upped the lead back to about 90,000.
Yeah, Doge still clean. Tetris ready. Spin there from Winterra. Gets the bar for a Tetris, 790.
There's another Tetris for Doge, 912.
Doge hoping for a potential level 26 max out with this efficiency.
Yeah, Doge is going for it right here. Doge is taking no prisoners. Doge is like, I need to win this game to stay alive. I'm going to win this game. It's exactly what's going through Doge's mind. Is like, I am right now.
Yeah, this could even be an into 26 max out, whereas Winterra hoping for maybe a 28 max out with this efficiency.
Winterra not able to get. Oh, the burn on the side should be able to fix that. Does fill the dependency pretty easily. And there's another Tetris Winterra, 867. Doge now 981. Gets another burn. Tetris ready to get the max out. There's a burn. There's the max out for Doge, 1.016. And there's another Tetris for Winterra, 900. So Doge has reopened the 6-digit lead.
Yeah, right now keeping a clean stack as we near the 29 speeds at 230 lines. Doge, bit of a spire forming in the left side, but let's get a nice Tetris to bring this down.
Winterra needs to go into 29 clean here. Gets another Tetris. Doge gets another Tetris as well. 118,000 point lead. And we got the energy coming from Winterra. See that there?
Yeah, this could be potential for a high 1.1 for Doge. Winterra could get the 1.1, but needs these last 3 Tetrises. Already has 1 on the board.
Still getting ready right now. We got 7 lines left for Doge, 5 lines left for Winterra before we go into 29. The most important thing is to be clean going into 29.
Winterra going for a left wall Tetris. Gets the part, doesn't get.
Oh no! Winterra's in deep trouble, and Winterra's board's falling apart, and that is it. 1.173 with 100,000 point lead. Doge has forced a decider.
With an incredible 29 transition there from Doge, just shy of a 1.2. Now it is anybody's game. Last game, winner take all. And the loser will be eliminated from round 0 from the tournament.
This is the big one right here. It's all on the line for these players. This is the gold bracket of 2026 CTWC, the tournament that everybody wants to play in right here. And it is win or go home for this final game.
Very nice here. Right now, Winterra taking a second to breathe right now. Very stressful situation from both players. As I mentioned earlier, Doge last year got eliminated in round 0 against Nowi. Winterra made it to round 1, top 32. So this is a really, really important thing for both players to move on.
We got to see who clutches this up. Who wants it more?
Right now we are
okay. Just wait.
Get started.
Waiting for readies on our players.
Bit of a sip of water there. Stay hydrated, everybody. We are ready to go.
Asian really, I don't know if Asian is a familiar face. Like Asian is an honorary champion of this year 2024. 22. Yeah, he won the silver bracket. Yeah, the news station though basically said he won the whole thing. Yeah, he was the whole champion. So I'll never forget that. But I mean, it's something to take silver. So it's kind of cool that kind of happened.
All right, as soon as we got our ready, it's going to get started.
And hey, you know, it got in the local news too. If you're like, ooh, that's it like that.
I guess we'll take a second here to shout out Matcherino once again, because why not? Exclamation Matcherino or exclamation M if you would like to help contribute to the prize pool. And we are getting started with Game 5. Final game of the set, winner take all.
This is exactly what we want to see here. We want to see the HYPE hype for this final game. Everything's on the line for these two players.
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing basically these two giving it their all. And this is going to be really exciting.
Oh, nice adjustment there for Winterra. They're trying to stop a bad dependency on the right side from happening.
I would like to see maybe anybody working the stats or something. How many deciders have we had in this tournament so far? I've already count 3.
I've already seen a couple too, yeah.
Yeah. And this is just round 0, you guys.
Okay, both players have not taken any burns yet. See how long this can go.
K9 watching Tetris with the 3-2-1 bit saying go Doge go. Thank you so much, K9.
Okay, we've got our first burns on the board now for Doge. Still no burns for Winterra.
Bit of a hole forming for Doge right now. Might go row 2.
There we go. 6 for 6. No burns yet for Winterra. And still getting the right tucks as well to keep it going.
This is a great start for Winterra, knowing that she needs to be as efficient as possible before the 29th piece. Doge committing to a row 2 setup.
Okay, Winterra finally takes her first burn, but nevertheless is still on an incredible pace, and so is Doge. Both players look to be even in score, but Doge is 4 lines ahead, so it is a true pace lead. As you see, 97% Tetris rate for Winterra.
That lead might extend by about a Tetris after Doge was forced to take a triple with that center well.
There we go. Gets another set up here for Winterra. Winterra is going to get another Tetris. 228, Doge 179. So Winterra is now starting to open up a little bit of a lead. It's still pretty early, only about a third of the way through pre-transition play. But every point counts. And as we've seen in this match, 19 has been a little bit troublesome with some of the aggression and some of the digs we've had in the first 4 games.
Yeah, a lot of misdrops, a lot of dependencies, but they've both been able to survive these dependencies. However, it did cost a lot of efficiency, so this is going to be basically a battle to see who can be the most efficient in these early stages.
Still getting ready right now for both of our players. Tetris here, we're getting some more points on the board for Doge. Doge 248, Winterra 297.
We haven't seen a lot of it this set so far, but I do want to mention that both of these players have significant kill screen play. As I mentioned earlier, Doge has a 1.3 million PB, but Winterra also has a max out PB on 29 starts. And I've even seen her get like rollovers into 39. So,
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is anybody's. Even it was in Tetris Wars, which it happened.
Oh, I'm very happy when anybody does something in Classic Tetris Wars. Proudest thing I did in this community was found that server.
Definitely. Doge, a couple of burns here. 283 for Doge, 367 for Winterra. Just shy of a 100,000 point deficit.
All right, another Tetris coming in here. So both players about halfway through pre-transition play, and we got simul Tetris there from both our players. So 328 for Doge, 391 for Winterra.
Winterra now dependent with the bar, but does get the bar just in time and is Tetris ready with a clean stack.
There we go. Still Tetris ready. 73 lines. Make that 77 lines in another Tetris. Look at the Tetris rate for Winterra. 94%. That is ridiculous in any level of competition.
I would say that is borderline 700K transition potential with perfect play.
Yeah, how often have we seen 700K transitions at the CTWC? Because a lot of times players at this level, they'll still be aggressive, but the level of aggression and bravery you need to be able to go for a 700K transition, there's usually players that don't try to go even too insane. Even the very elite players like your Scooties, Dogs, and Alexes.
Yeah, so far this tournament, I've only seen one 700K transition, and it was in the qualifying section. So I don't think we've had a 700K transition yet in this tournament.
I get a feeling we're going to see some of them when we get to the later rounds, especially when we have players like Alex T, the two-time defending champion, looking to try and become the first player since Jonas Neubauer to get 3 in a row. I mean, didn't drop a single game last year, so Alex T is getting all the consistency that he has. I could potentially see some 700K transitions out of him because he is fearless.
Yeah, and we've already seen a 1.4 into kill screen from Tetris time in the qualifier. So
yeah, I was fortunate enough to be able to call that on CT2 yesterday. And it was the first time I've personally seen a 1.4 into 29 live.
Yeah, it is crazy. Even live, it's just an amazing feat. But Winterra is having the potential for a high 600K transition.
534 for Doge. So Doge is not that far behind, even though Winterra's pace is still so strong. As you see, Doge's Tetris rate at 77%, was actually in the 60s at one point. Has managed to bring it up almost 10 whole percentage points. So that could play a big factor when we get into post-transition here, because it looks like the momentum is really starting to shift here, because we see Winterra's Tetris rate actually going down into the 80s now. So the pace is actually improving for Doge.
I think it is one of those moments where both of these players, knowing that it's a decider, they're kind of prioritizing their board health into transition, because even though it's just 19, it can still mess you up with a really bad board.
Definitely can. There we go. Another Tetris for Doge. 590 for Doge. 629 for Winterra. Winterra's going to go into transition 654. Doge is going to go into transition with the next one. There's the Tetris. 614 to transition. So really not that far behind Winterra. Just 40,000 points.
Double 600K transition between these two players in round 0. That is insane to see. But Doge does have a J dependency. Uses a Lombard to solve the dependency.
Oh, this could be dangerous. Oh, this could be really dangerous for Doge. This is very, very dangerous. Doge has got to go into full dig mode to survive. Oh, got it all the way over. Get a JRNL for that middle.
We've seen
Birdie. Lombard flat. Gets a Lombard flat. There we go. Come on, fight out of it. Fight out. No, another missed drop right down for Doge. Doge is still alive, but needs to be very, very careful.
Yeah, we've seen Doge survive some really complicated situations in game 1, but this is still not an easy feat. Needs a bar
Lombard
right
dependency. Oh, no. And that is it. With a 114,000 point lead, Winterra moves on in the tournament to the round of 32. Hell yeah.
Very nicely done from both players regardless. Made it to a decider, and Winterra once again moves on to the top 32.
3, 2, 1, Tetris. They're often running. All right, so
one thing I'm just blown away with, all same pieces, right?
Yeah.
Like that is just so cool
Yeah.
because like you can imagine you're playing someone else if you're watching at home, like
Yeah,
one of the
exactly,
matchups, but they are like top and versus bottom.
yeah, exactly.
So,
That's great. Yeah, but we do have the top 2 players are playing each other. Top bottom players are playing each other. I'm on Borrow. I'm here with Tetris Man About Town, Pumpy Heart, and we are going to give you some commentary for a few matches here. There's originally going to be a GD and Peak, but we're subbing in because Peak's playing, and also GD's playing off on a CT4. If you want to watch the Grand Designs, actually, don't do that. Come watch this.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
just watch all the Tetris action. You
Totally,
know,
yeah.
there's like 4 streams going on.
Yeah.
So much Tetris, more Tetris than you can handle.
Exactly. Yeah.
One of the reasons I came back. It was like,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
gosh, I got a little bit. I kind of missed it. You know, I kind of missed. You can watch a lot more Tetris when you're here in person too. You just tilt your head a little bit, right?
That might have been more Tetris than I can handle, but I can handle a little more Tetris than I was handling.
Let's talk about our players
Yeah, we
here.
got 4 fantastic players. Very international group.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so we have Nowi representing Mexico versus Peak. Peak Eric, who helps with CTL, does so many things.
Yeah.
Nowi has won regionals before and finished as finalist in many of those. The highest CTWC finish, I think, was 15th back a few years ago. Then on the bottom, Firedox versus Evesy. Firedox from the land up north, that Canada.
Yeah.
And Evesy from across the pond coming on over.
Evesy got a pretty big achievements under her belt as well, right?
Absolutely.
She won C-Tuck.
Yeah, kind of like out of nowhere. I mean, she was grinding a little bit, but then like CT UK, boom, put her name on the map. Someone to look out for. Big statement
game. Looking for a T for the spin here. Not really going to get it in time. She's up by a Tetris and a half. Pkric is up by a couple up top. We're about 45 lines in.
And while we're in the early game here, I just want to admire all the players' headgear here.
Oh,
so we have all players have adorned their face or head with something. So
you're totally
the backwards
right.
ball cap, I love it.
Yeah.
You know, reminds me
of signature. Yeah, he normally has that on, doesn't he?
Absolutely. And Pkric with the headphones in, doesn't want to hear us, doesn't want to hear anything. I appreciate
exactly,
that.
Gotta hear commentary from CT1.
Firedox with the, I think those are Canadian ears a little bit.
Canadian ears.
And then Evesy with the sunglasses for sunny Pasadena.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
It's like kind of hard to see here. I noticed I've been like walking around with one eye closed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay. Pkric kind of expanding his lead here a bit, up by a few. Evesy keeping it clean. We're about halfway to transition. No one really in any dig. No one faced any. There's been a couple little digs here and there, but so far, a fairly low stress 18.
Yeah, Firedox, the winner of 2026 CTM February Futures Circuit. I'm seeing that on the circuit. And Mega Disasters in October 2025. We're to see here all of our players rolling except for one. We have that Nowi over there tapping right now.
Okay,
but
we had
sort of switches back between tapping, moves that thumb over to either tap or to roll.
I see. Oh, he do like a switch?
Yeah,
that's
like,
cool.
It uses that roll almost like an extra quip tap. It's a very interesting grip. Maybe we can get the cameras on that at some point.
Bits for easy. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Earlier, I was commentating with Omen, and we had Dillan and Eren with us. So we had two different tappers. They were playing different players, but they were on the same stream. And previously we had Gunter, who made it into the gold bracket with Das. So crazy stuff, you know. It's like kind of the alternate play style is gigging at the gold bracket CTWC. And like, it's because they had good quals. Gunter had 3 max outs.
Yeah, it's always that tradition. Who's going to be the one to get in with Das? Gunter getting it in. Is it Gunter? Gunter?
Gunter. You know,
I should look at the pronunciation guide.
It's also, you know, it's French. So, You see up a little high here. This is a little nervy. She definitely has the capability of getting out of it. But it's kind of one of those things where you're going to drop some pace. She is up by 80,000 points right now.
Yeah, it's a good time to be in that situation.
Just making some placements. I think this is a lot less of a dig than it could be. She's keeping it cool. Oh, and there's the triple reopens the well. She's clean. 510 through 113, so not too shabby when it comes to pace. She still has a 91,000 point lead. A little bit of a long drought, not long drought, kind of a short drought actually. Nowi up top running into some issues. That nice piece is going to reopen that well Lombard Tetris. So both Pkric and Evesy ahead by a few Tetrises. As we approach the transition here, Firedox is 1 away. One Tetris away, I should say.
Yeah, a little bit of separation here, but in the gold bracket, you know, this can be made up quite easily with just a little bit of a slowdown
513,
on post.
513 to 588 are the transition scores at the bottom. Nowi goes in with a 559. Pkric 614. Pkric having a really good transition here. I believe Pkric made the premier poll, right? I know Evesy is up there. I think she was number 21. You know, I feel like I should ask the premier poll expert over here.
That's right. You know, the premier poll is such a hot commodity. You know, everybody wants to be ranked. All we do is rank the top players, right? You know, I love the ELO. Glad that we can have everybody have a ranking in a position. But then trying to do that for everybody would be really, really exhausting. So absolutely. Pkric here receiving votes for the last few months. Evesy, one of our mainstays of the year, has been able to be throughout 2026. Nowi doesn't play as much, so, you know, a little bit hard to read. And same with Pkric a little bit too, right? Pkric could absolutely win and move on in the tournament, may even make it a top 16 and win out today.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good right now. He's up by triple figures. Sorry, 6 figures. Evesy and Firedox kind of keeping that same deficit. They've been pretty clean through post. Pkric is still keeping on. Yeah, Pkric just kind of, sometimes just really turns it on, and it's good to see.
Yeah, and he does so much for the scene that, turn it on whenever you want to turn it on, right? If you're going to edit CTL videos, if you're going to commentate one of the largest amount of matches, producer in the scene.
Yeah, he does kind of the voice of the CTL playoffs.
Absolutely. So if you're going to do all that work, playing it maybe can take a back step, and that's totally fine. Yeah.
He's up to 884, so let's see. He's looking for a fairly early max out here. Maybe level 26. Evesy down to about 866. She's leading by, I guess, less than 2 Tetrises now. Yeah, because we're further into 19. Those point differences end up being fewer and fewer Tetrises, because Tetrises are worth more.
Absolutely. The further you go, that point multiplier increases. Looks like we have some fans in the background trying to crash the stream a little bit down in Firedox's camp. Ooh, first max out.
First max out of the block of matches. Nice little T-spin there for Evesy Lombard Tetris at 964. There's one more, only a few away from her max out of her own. Nowi, looks like he's going to need some 29 play to yes, kind of fascinating to watch him. He is switching between rolling and shifting. There's the Dax out for Evesy.
He said, "Where's my bell? Give me that cowbell. I'm in America. I hear that cowbell."
I need more cowbell. Pkric already has a 1.1. Ready to try and get a few more Tetrises in, or a couple more Tetrises in before the transition. Everyone's right about at that 29 transition points. There's a Tetris for Nowi. Nowi has a max out, but he's still 150,000 points back because Pkric is having an amazing game. Firedox in at 1030. 4 max outs on the table as Firedox doesn't quite get that Z all the way over. Needs something to the left side. Nowi's board falling apart a bit, looking for that flat burn with a bar, going to get it. But board is still creeping up. Pkric has the 1.2. Evesy looking very clean. Trying to keep herself set up. Lombard triple.
Yeah, Evesy and Pkric with the 100,000 point lead here. They're going to have to get Tetris somewhere. No, he can't get clean. That left side looking tough.
Needs going to get the tap for the J. I don't know what else he can do. Firedox's board creeping up. 1063. I don't know if he's going to do anything else done. He's going to top out. Evesy will take game number 1. GG's.
Meanwhile, Pkri's board is rising up at the top. But Firedox, Nowi, where is it?
Can't get it. Pkric is still killing it. 1237 has a well open. Nowi's still surviving somehow, but that bar is going to be over. And he's done at 11:21. Pkric takes game number 1. Phenomenal first game between these players.
Yeah, absolutely. And Evesy, keenly aware of the statistics that are gathered at our tournament, says, you know what? I think I can 1.2 this. Smash is at 1.2.
Yeah, get that FMS up.
Yep.
What you got for the 1.3? Joe's just like, okay, sure. Joe's our judge. Thank you for Joe for coming in all the way from Ireland to judge this match. So
incredible. So we really do have international. And then they put the 2 Americans to call it, right? Exactly, it's like, we'll just grab some Americans. They'll call it.
We're boring over here. Yeah. Right. Okay. Good to talk about the 1.3. GG's.
Yeah.
All right. GG's. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, she is pumped. One of the great things about commentary for Evesy, she makes great facial expressions.
They're very easy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She's
you can read
really working with us here.
Again. There they are. Look at them. The fans for Firedox. Maybe not. Maybe for Jockey Pulse.
Just Who's the Jockey Pulse? I don't know. Sometimes you just get some people who roll up to these events you never heard of before.
That's right.
At Genesis, we have this guy called Mr. Genesis.
Mr. Genesis.
Are we counting them down, or are we?
I think we're waiting for.
Yeah, we'll do a simul countdown for all 4.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we should encourage this behavior. Maybe we'll have to call security, like, oh my gosh, right? Like all these signs being made, we have to protect the brand, right? That's what our job is to do as commentators, protect the brand, right?
This ain't Good Morning America. All right.
Oh, me.
All right. This ain't CT3.
CT3.
CT3 is where people go to have fun. This is serious stuff. This is gold
very
bracket.
Serious. We had when I was commentating Team Japan earlier, they would cheer TT2 after the CT3
That's funny.
chant.
Yeah. That's
very
great.
fun. And Evesy posing for the camera again, like found it immediately.
Oh, okay. She got the shades on. She's ready to go.
Oh wow. Okay. Little bit bright on the main stage.
There we go. Yeah, exactly. Those lights, you know.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. The little bit of something there. I don't know. I don't know what.
I don't really know what's going on either.
Yeah.
That's okay. I don't need to know what's going on.
I don't need to. I'm not judging.
Yeah,
I'm just
here
here
to talk.
chat.
Yeah.
Hi, chat. How are everybody?
Yeah.
They're gonna cut this out of YouTube. I'm gonna say hi to you.
Okay. Looks like we got something.
Error 400 said we need the commentary to be in Esperanto for the international audience for these international.
Yes. Yeah. We're gonna go. Essentially, if you turn on to Classic Tetris 73 tomorrow, I'm sure we'll get some Esperanto commentary there.
You might have me on there doing it in Esperanto.
Yeah. There we go. A few words real quick. Saluton.
Saluton.
Yeah, there you go. That's hello.
Hello. Okay.
Jeez. That's goodbye.
Jeez. All right. Yeah.
And that's all you know. Just like making the rest of it up. That's good. Okay.
Very cool.
One
right.
Tetris. Well, looks like we got some games going on. Okay, players are ready, or I guess they are ready, and they better be ready. They're already stacking.
So what you didn't see, chat, is that the shades are now off. The shades came on for a little bit and said, actually, I'm going to play Tetris. Shades back off.
Yeah, there we go.
Engage with the shades. Take the shades off.
She needed some shade time.
That's right.
Nice little S-spin for Pkric. Get things started off. Keep things clean. Firedox getting some S's to stick to the left. We'll look at another one. There we go. How often do you see that? Firedox wants another S.
That's right. Yeah, and honestly, like with the same pieces all across the board, you know, you see a lot of similar Tetris rates.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I've been trying to solve this R-bar, all right? And oh wait, hold on. A little bit of skimming from Firedox. Yeah, totally fine. Yeah, I think we're fine. So I can say my thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, everyone's cool. Everyone's cool, calm, collected. No one with a couple burns. Oh wait,
Firedox,
hold on. That's Pkric realized that's not the right LJ.
Yeah, gnarly misdrop or miss.
Yeah, just decided I'm just gonna take the burn this out.
Firedox also had a bit of a dig that he had to get through, but looking okay so far. It's set up dirty. The bar ain't coming though. Another drought after the last one. Kind of tricky ones, you know. The drought counter not really telling the whole story here because we've just had a pretty long drought, and there's another one.
This is brutal. What a C to start off with 30
goodness.
lines in.
Yeah, finally comes after 32 pieces, but Pkric board worse for wear.
Absolutely. Firedox converts that into the Tetris, but Evesy strikes right back, so.
Yeah, no one's really clean right now. Firedox is, it has another drought. Okay. Evesy not looking great. Yeah. Firedox really the only player on here that's clean right now. No, he's getting there. And he'll get himself Tetris ready with that skim.
Yeah, it could have been a perfect clear there where all the pieces
disappear.
disappear. But it's actually a really bad move, right? It's suboptimal to go for the perfect clear in
really
Classic.
Bad, but, you know, they're better ones.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you'd rather have something to build upon, and the openers really get people.
Yeah, because like all the time in the beginning of the game, you don't get the right pieces. You had to take a couple weird burns. Easy reopening her well.
A dirty center well from Nowi there.
Nowi and Firedox up by a couple each. And they'll be looking to get a game back from their opponents. Yeah, Pkric and Nowi pretty close in terms of seed.
Right, Eve a little bit ahead in lines, but just had to dig higher than Firedox, and we can see that drought developing, and it keeps going. It knocks down a Tetris though.
There's a dirty one for Evesy. 4 off the bottom. That's firmly dirty territory. Pkric out of 2 off the bottom. I don't know if that's super dirty. You might call it dirty. 1 off the bottom isn't dirty. There we go.
Dusty, right? That's what the phrase has become to populate, right? A little dusty Tetris.
Dusty Tetris. No, you'll get it.
You know, going from 20 rows to 19, it's still pretty similar,
There's a triple for Evesy. Everyone's more or less cleaned up, though some people are, a little bit of lopsided stackage from Nowi. Needs a long bar for that dependency on the left.
It's crazy. Now we have top players holding W jockey pulse, right?
Yeah,
Some top player privilege at CTWC.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, there are like 0 bars in this seed. We're 86 lines in. Firedox has a 6-figure lead. Evesy was stuck in a dig for quite a while. Nowi up by a couple. Yeah, but, you know, Cleasy has cleaned herself up. Both players clean at the bottom. Both players not quite clean at the top. Nowi's closer to it. Going to get a bar that'll get him set up.
Yeah, just a quick 5 Tetris lead there from Firedox, just from a few skims. That bar timing is everything.
Yeah.
Getting the bar when you have the well open versus when you're trying to clean.
Oh.
And you can see Pete going for that one off, says, you know, I'm down a couple Tetrises, might as well. It's not going to be that big of a deal.
Yeah, the skims I would take to clear it out probably aren't worth it, you know, in terms of you're not buying a lot of board safety if you're 1 up. 3 up maybe, right? But
right. So we're getting close to transition. Evesy's gonna have to dig this lead down in transition, but anything can happen up top.
Firedox has a Jockey Pulse Nation cheering on, both in person and in chat. So we got some usually not without her fans as well. So up at the top, the lead has been pretty much 2 Tetrises for most of it. As down at the bottom, Evesy goes into transition. 419, kind of the high up digging resulted in a bit of a line differential here, only about 5 lines, but
yeah, not really the transition score you're looking for at this level. So
you know, it's stuff in some traffic. Peak 445, Nowi 511, but yeah, this was a fairly gnarly seed, right? You're not gonna. Nowi had a pretty good game, but he's still only up at 511. Firedox though 575, kind of making lemons out of lemonade, or the other way around. Put in the making lemonade out of lemons. That's what you say. So very good stuff so far. And I think the bars have started to come a bit more. We're not quite at that level anymore.
That's right. And, you know, as this, you know, if the bars keep coming in for the same players at the same time, that Tetris rate that you see may stay the same, may shrink a little bit, but the Tetris is being worth more. You can eat into the lead if you're ready for the same bars at the same time.
Yeah.
Just by nature of the game mechanics.
Mm-hmm. Yes, clean stuff here. Evesy is chipping away. It's under 100,000 points now. She does have a Firedox holding on to lines in pocket. Peak and Nowi still keeping it kind of close. Like, you know, Nowi holding on to his medium-sized lead. It's important to know, you know, like, you know, 60, I guess he has an extra Tetris now, but, you know, it's like, you know, 50, 60,000 points. That's like medium, you know.
That's right. And we're seeing players who fell in round 1.
Yeah.
Coming back in game number 2. Yeah. Saying, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to have that big lead going in.
Firedox gets a Tetris, but has to do a little more skimming. Easy. Looks like she'll get clean first and continuing to chip away at this thing, assuming the bar comes. There it is, Lombard Tetris. Firedox going to take a triple with it. Doesn't really want to hang on to that center well.
No. Oh, and Firedox in a little bit of trouble here. This is going to slow down. It's going to help Evesy add a Tetris.
Roaring back. Only a Tetris back. It was a 6-figure lead for quite a while. Speaking of coming roaring back, Peak is only like 8,000 points back at the moment. Nowi's digging. Peak is clean. Getting pretty close to that level 29 transition.
The one thing you like if you're Firedox is that you have a few lines in hand, so you'll know what the targets will be going into 29.
Exactly, yeah. It looks like he's trying to set up center wall, but he does have the dependency column 10. Gonna get the bar for it, but it's probably going to result in a few more burns. There's a triple. And Evesy takes the lead.
And Nowi hangs. Wait, hold on. Hangs that piece. Needs it in a spot of bother right now immediately. Peak has taken the lead.
He was kind of in the middle of a drought. So Peak has taken the lead up by 46,000. So, yeah, kind of Table has been flipped here. Nowi still trying to pull himself out of this.
And down at the bottom, Evesy has taken the lead with that slowdown from Firedox. Firedox still has about a half a level worth of lines, give or take.
We're pretty neck and neck when it comes to pace, I think. Evesy about to go in. Transition score 10:07. That's another max out. But we get another quadruple max out this time around. There's another Tetris for Peak. He's in it at 963. He's squeaky clean. Set up. Where's the bar? Firedox gonna. Let's see, he's my skimming. He's pretty high. He has one more line to go. Nowi's in 869. Oh, trying to get this board skimmed down. He is ball blocked, well blocked far off the bottom. Not going to get the bar over. I think that's going to be it. Peak will take game number 2 up top. Firedox gets a bar. I don't know if that's going to be enough. He has the max out, but he needs a lot more. And those Z's aren't going to go over. He's done at 10:04. Easy takes game number 2. And both of our right-hand players will move on to match point. GG's.
Yeah, just a really rough sequence, and you can tell because exact same players, really stacked about the same. 1.1s in game 1 all across the board.
Yeah.
Just had to barely get across that max out. Really tough sequences here.
Yeah.
And so you can't just like imagine that, oh, well, the average score should be the same for every game. It really comes down to that sequence and how you can manage that stack.
And the thing that impressed me, like, all these, you saw on this scene, drought after drought after drought. 3 of the players still maxed out. Evesy has the 1.1. She's going to keep I think she's just going for the 1.3 every game. We'll see.
Consistent 1.3.
Yeah.
We got the VP of CTWC, Kingsman. If we need to cut it off, Kings will come over and say,
I think we're ahead of the other.
We're doing a little bit of tech setup right now, anyhow. So we'll pull.
CT1 just started their matches, so we're ahead of them.
Yeah, I think this is our final block of round 0, and then we'll be moving
on
to round 1 here after this block is concluded.
Round 1. Let me pull up the bracket. Who are these players facing after this?
Garth Tinker.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to recheck because the game's still going on, but I'm going to anyways. Garth Tinker said, "We love you, Firedox. Just enjoy yourself, and we are super proud of you."
Yeah, so we're all proud of you, Firedox.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So the winner of Evesy versus Firedox will go up against Tristop.
Ooh.
And the winner of Peak versus Nowi is going up against none other than Blue Scooty.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so that's
Who's Blue Scooty? Is there a documentary out about that?
Yeah,
one?
I don't know. Yeah, I've heard.
He got the 1.3.
Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah. Just shot of the 1.4. She's killing it.
Yeah, pretty much. She's locked in.
She had a great qual. You know, she's like 19, not too far off of the bye.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, she's having herself a tournament here so far.
Absolutely. Got to feel pretty good coming in at C19.
Yeah. I look at her call because there's a bunch of players that kind of in that 30 to 35 point range.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like right around the cutoff.
Right, and it's like, what was your kicker? You know,
exactly.
I saw a couple comments.
Score,
I saw a couple comments. I was like, oh, I missed the kicker. You know, death to the kicker. It's like, no, it actually mattered. Right, it mattered. Your highest score.
Yeah, score. But it's like interesting because the highest score, like, it's pretty different. You know, it's like because kicker kind of felt a lot of times felt arbitrary. It's like, oh, I got a 997 versus 995. Now it's just like
sometimes it was like, oh, I'm Zero and I got a 1.7, but I also didn't get that many points.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
you know.
Yeah, Zoro was a. Yeah, I was like kind of caught the end of his match against Shadow Knight, which is really good.
Very good. And I think a little bit of inconsistency to be expected.
Yeah, exactly. And then like kind of Scooty was like that, but and then like he kind of fixed it as he got older, right? Ooh. One. Tetris. All right, we're off and running for game number 3. All right, Nowi and Firedox need this one to keep the set alive. Peak and Evesy want to win it to close this thing out and move on to round 1.
So in the qualifying, a kicker used to be, you get a number of max outs, and then it was whatever your highest score was that wasn't a max out. Used to be the kicker.
Exactly.
And our new sort of uncapped new cartridges qualifying, it was really just whatever your highest score was. So if you tied in the amount of points, you got 2 points for a max out. Go back to yesterday's VOD, rewatch it. We said it like a bajillion times.
And that feels really intuitive, I think. Yeah.
The kicker would now just became what your highest score was. Yeah.
Well, like I feel like the kicker is going to be, we got a $19 contribution for Ben. Thank you, Ben. for your $19.90 contribution. My understanding is we're going to keep the max out kicker system for the Jonas Cup.
Very cool.
Yeah, so like, I mean, it makes max out is, I mean, obviously max out is really significant here. The point system is built around it. But like, you know, it's like for DAS, it's really, really, you know, still kind of the max out is the max out of DAS, right?
It is.
The max
Yeah,
out
I
is
think max out is max
the max out is the rollover of DAS.
But I do think, like, you know, it really showed over 90 minutes where the skill of the players were. It did a really great job saying who came in and who was locked in this weekend with both the measure of consistency. And you're seeing that play out so far in the matches. Right.
And I've kind of been talking to people, talking to spectators, talking to players. They seem to really like the shorter quals.
Yeah.
They like the point system. The point system for the spectator experience, I think it's done a lot.
I think every game matters.
I think it matters.
It did matter on the max out, but really it mattered for like 3 or 4 people who could realistically get a max out every qual,
Another early drought. Players are surviving. Firedox up a little high and has the well rocked.
Oh no, don't like that weight over that hole. But getting good pieces, making better placements.
That T is what he wanted. Oh, but that T placement, that's not where he's trying to put it. Bar will come to resolve the dependency. Needs a couple more pieces, and he'll be golden. There you go. As the well reopened, he's clean, waiting for the bar. And there it is. Lombard Tetris Firedox is out of the dig. Evesy has taken advantage, up by a couple now, 221 to 182. Up at the top, Nowi got another kind of 2 or 3 Tetris lead. Kind of similar to last game where, you know, he's playing a little bit more efficient of a 18, but Peak's definitely keeping himself within striking distance.
Yeah, absolutely. One could almost say neck and neck across all of our games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, bottom's definitely neck to neck. We're under a Tetris. They're trading the lead. I feel like I try not to say neck and Evesy up high.
Okay, a little bit of weight over that hole.
Trying for that
all these bars not helping.
There we go. This is some good digging. This is some good stuff from Evesy.
Opens up that mini well.
Yeah, keeping her cool. Is set up a gazillion lines off the bottom.
Right. Jeez, yeah. Starts taking those burns.
It's not a great time to get droughted, but she's handling it. Lombard, that's the triple. Firedox will retake the lead here, but Evesy's almost out of it. That bar is going to be very helpful.
And a split double into a Tetris.
Until a simul Tetris. We're over halfway to 19 here, 80 lines or 85 lines for the bottom, 324 to 311. Less than a Tetris, about half a Tetris between the two. So they're going back and forth. At the top, you know, Nowi holding on to this mild to moderate lead. You know, it'd be hold on to a couple Tetris lead. Peak, you know, playing clean. Scores, you know, definitely looking a bit bigger after that very dry seed last game.
That's right. Yeah, much happier place to be. Although it looks like up on top, they're scoring a little bit more than our bottom players are. Maybe that shows you a little bit of different play style, where the burn's happening, how aggressive are they playing.
You've just been seeing them get into a few digs, right? You know, these bottom players can put up paces.
Yeah.
You've definitely seen it from Evesy. You've definitely seen it from Firedox as well. Firedox is great. We like to see, I think Firedox is the only former TMP player up on the stage. I feel like I almost forgot to went the entire commentary block earlier without mentioning TMP. Nice little line spin from Firedox. Oh, it doesn't hit the S spin though. You're enjoying Tetris for the non-pros at TMP.Tetris.lol. You got a little tournament going on.
I feel like I should have given $10 right now. I did something in my system said I need to
here's the thing: is I get to
$10.
just plug TMP for free when I do commentary, and no one can stop me. I guess King can stop me.
Right, because you wouldn't say anything about join one day at start.gg/1-day.
Yeah, you know, it's that'd be crazy. You gotta play TMP. Yeah, one day is a great event.
And the Premier poll, Premier with an E, poll no E, but 2 L's.
Yeah. Just plugging all of Pumpy's gazillion projects that he's done, and even the ones he doesn't do, he used to do.
Right. So the ones I've given up on.
Yeah, exactly.
The ones I let go.
Firedox Lombard Tetris going to go into 19 with a 541, so that's very solid. Up at the top, both players, Nowi looking for the 600K, just shy of it. Needs the bar. Firedox up a little high. Pick goes in 576. Evesy's in 490. Kind of had another, Yes, quite a bit of digging there on 18. Pk's in 577. Everyone's into post now. Everyone's looking pretty clean.
Right.
Firedox looking out to
almost on that bar. Just got it over. All that drought right after transition, hitting all of our players.
Kind of, you saw like Nowi and Firedox. They were clean, but their stacks were still a little scary in terms of piece distribution. But they're gonna make it work. Nowi gets a bar for that dependency. There's a Tetris for Evesy. She's looking to roar back here a bit. She's down by a couple of Tetrises. Pkric also a little bit down. Knowing Firedox trying to hold on to those leads to extend the set.
And Firedox is clean. Easy looking for LJ. Any of them gets the wrong one. That's skimming to open it. Firedox hits down a Tetris. Easy responds right away. It's a 3 Tetris lead for Firedox.
Yeah. And it kind of goes back and forth. Easy might have a chance here. Firedox is set up. It has kind of a hanging Mino and a hole on the right side. Trying to keep that well open. Gets a bar, gets a Tetris, but now we'll have to do some digging. Up at the top, Pk's taking the lead. Didn't see what happened. I think Pkric, because Nowi looks pretty clean. Pkric might have just been playing efficiently. There is a
Nowi adjusting the glove after that Tetris there. Something you couldn't see on camera. Just shows you how comfortable these players are with rolling, right? And how, like, I know exactly, all right, I'm going to have this much time for the line delay to spawn.
Yeah.
Great. This is when I adjust my glove.
It's funny, too, because, like, you saw Tetris time earlier. Like, Somalians here. Like, the roll switchers aren't, most of them have switched to rolling full time, right? UTT is switched full time. Somalians switch full time. Nowi might be like one of the only ones that are still kind of, do that switch. And he's kind of holding his controller in a position where he doesn't really have to, like, move anything to switch between the two.
Jump between that tap and that roll as needed. Evesy, meanwhile, has come roaring back. 8,000 points separating them. And there was 300 points separating them at the top.
Nowi had this nice left well Tetris, dirty Tetris that got himself clean. First one with a max out. Pkric trying to get his stack clean here. Down at the bottom, we're neck and neck. And we're getting pretty close to that transition. Level 27, all 4 quadrants. Pkric's almost maxed out. He wants to get the stack down, though, and those S's and Z's aren't helping. Oh, my goodness. This is just not a good sequence for Pkric. Left side needs to get built out. Oh, no. Let's see. But on the bottom, Firedox has transitioned to 29.
So tough going into that next transition.
He does have the max out. There's a max out for all 4 players. And Pkric gets it down. Pkric is getting this down. That was incredible survival from Pkric. Down at the bottom, Evesy currently digging.
That's right. Then neck and neck at the bottom.
Nowi has the 1.1.
The misdrop of that L piece, complicating the stack.
Evesy has taken the lead. Oh, no, Firedox not going to get S over. That's it. Evesy going to take game number 3 and the set. GG's. Up at the top, Nowi. Oh, there's a Tetris for Pkric. He almost has the 1.1. Nowi has a 1.18. Pkric not going to be able to get that J adjusted. Going to hang a couple bars, and that's it. Nowi will take game number 3, and we'll keep the set alive. GG's.
GG's. Not done yet. Nowi keeps the door open. Going in with
game,
that 2 Tetris lead.
Clutch game would happen. Evesy taking a moment. That was a cradle, Evesy had that late 8-19 dig. Great stuff from Evesy.
Yeah, I think easy looking not just for round 0 win. I think trying to make it to tomorrow.
Yeah,
right?
Jockey Pulse Nation, going on. Yeah, no, Evesy definitely wants that. Yeah, Evesy very well. It's going to be a good match. Evesy versus Tristop, I believe.
Give it a second here. We're going to switch some things over, adjust some cameras. Who is Evesy's next opponent?
Tristop.
Tristop, right?
Yeah. That'll be a fun one. Yeah.
Tristop saying, maybe this might be my last CTWC. I de-rushed a little bit versus someone who's been hot for the last year or so, hitting up all the regionals and doing well in the Masters events. We will see indeed.
Yeah, we will see.
Frantic Thumb says, let's go, Evesy.
All right. All right, now we got a yeah, we're down to one match here. Keep focused on Nowi versus Pkric. It's been a good match. It's been pretty close games. So
all right, getting those seeds in, getting ready.
Judge Joe is up there.
Waiting on everything.
Looks like we're ready. All right. Let's go.
Oh, don't leave them hanging. All right. They got it. All right.
Let's count them down for game number 4 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, we got a bar. We got an S.
All right, I was gonna ask you earlier. We got on the spot of bother.
Yeah.
Tetris rate, right?
Yeah, sure.
2 words.
Tetris rate, yeah.
Tetris rate on the screen.
Chert.
TRT.
Yeah.
What's the third T?
I think that's the T in rates.
Tetris rate, teen rate.
Oh yeah, is it TR Tetris and then?
Yeah, is it tet?
I think it's T rates.
Right? Is it Tetris and then the RA is lower and then TE?
Are we doing any titrations?
Because it's TE no matter what if it's 2 words, right? So is it Tetris rate with the Tetris or is it Tetris RATE? I don't understand. I've been puzzled by it and now I'm speaking about it. Because I think not enough awareness has been made on 3 letters for 2 words. So I must be missing it, is what
it's
I'm
just
thinking.
Like, it's kind of like, you know how strikeout is K? Don't think about it. Just don't think about it.
Okay, yeah, I guess not.
It'd be such a charade. Don't worry about it.
It just makes so much sense because I've always just like, why do people ask what TRT is? Like, it's just obvious, right? It should be obvious what that is, right? But it's not because it has 3 letters, right? Like, what is it?
Yeah.
Tetris rate transition, I don't know what it is. Like,
it's Tetris rate. It's
Tetris rate,
I mean, if you say Tetris rate, you may not necessarily know what that means, right?
Right, and you already have to do the math of like 100%, and you break it down, right? Lines cleared versus how many lines.
Yes, the number of lines cleared that were part of Tetris's. And I feel like there's like a couple other things you can reasonably assume are Tetris rate, if that makes sense. But
yeah, I think so. So, and it's what if it's Trey Rate Tetris? If it's just Trey Harrison.
Yeah, there you go.
Created it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, but Nestor Champs, the spiritual successor of what was it called?
Knockout
Club. Sorry.
I know, right? I don't remember except Cat Vanity had a Max Out Club shirt. And I thought they stopped selling those.
Yeah.
So
retro now. So just like this game, it's retro. Peaks up by a few.
I like the chat suggestion here from Smithers888. Total rate of Tetris.
Total rate of Tetris.
Total rate of Tetris. Because we always get those ofs in there somewhere. That's like, why is this here?
Yeah. Oh. My okay, this is a personal. Okay, this is a old man yells at cloud moment, right? But I think they label too many things when it comes to like perform, right? Yeah. Like it's kind of like if you look at a baseball, score bug, right?
Right.
There's a lot of stuff on there, and if you've never seen baseball before, I'll hush for a second while Nowi gets out of the situation.
Yeah, getting some pieces.
There's a lot. That's dirty Tetris. Oh my goodness, he saw it coming in. He took he took full advantage.
But I get what do we need to label score?
Yeah,
like, isn't that like
it's like you get it from context, right?
It's kind of the biggest number up there.
Exactly,
it's probably the one that matters the most. It's the biggest not only just in terms of the size, but also in terms of what it numerically.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you see someone, You know, like score a line, right? You can see it go up, right?
Right.
You can kind of get it just by watching it.
And it goes up big when there's 4 lines in a row and they do the Tetris thing, and it's
exactly.
and the screen flashes like, oh, that was a good thing, right? Screen flash, we like gambling things. So it reminds me of hitting that casino and rewards my dopamine. And
a little bit of
I will just throw out there, level is LV.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, maybe that rate isn't too far off anyway.
Yeah. A little bit of frustration on Nowi's face. Had to take a few more burns than he wanted. He's down 6 figures to Peak now. Peak's just been having a very smooth. He's in cruise control right now.
Yeah, that's right.
454 through 97. Going to get 500K pretty early on here.
Yeah, you know, kind of almost at that X5 pace where the top players want to be. You take their score, take their lines, multiply it by 5, and that's kind of where top players like to be
square
nowadays.
Didn't get over. Trying to keep that wall open. He does so. Gets the bar, gets the Tetris. So that's going to give him some breathing room to complete the dig. Only has a few holes in his stack now. Well, I guess he has to kind of back into doing the dig. Oh, the bar doesn't get over, though. Next one will come and clear a couple lines, but needs something to that left side. Nowi looking for a bar here. Okay, it's the J.
Yeah, this left side is tough, but trying to navigate this is one thing, but falling behind 7 Tetrises is another.
Yeah, 164,000 point difference because Peak has been clean. He's been Tetrising. He's been, you know, taking advantage of slowdown. There's Nowi still digging. We'll have the well open soon. There it is. There we go. All right, Lombard Tetris. He's out of it. He's one more line until the transition. Does have a hole in his stack. He's going to double in. Peak's going to Tetris. He has one more line available to him. I think it's going to be just shy of the. Oh, he's going to get 600. There we go. 605 is transition score for Peak. No, he's in at 401. So Peak is just having a phenomenal game here.
And the piece is just not cooperating with Nowi's stack, you know, trying to get clean here, knows he has to, knows Peak is making a move, staying clean, another one for Peak, 50,000 point lead. Oh, man.
He's kind of running away with it. Again, like, it's not over until it's over.
That's right, and now we see Peak slowing down for the first time.
Yeah,
but
he gets to take care of pretty quickly. There's only like maybe a half dozen burns there.
Not enough time for Nowi to bite into it. Now Nowi's probably going to have to play a little more aggressive down 9 Tetrises.
Yeah, it's a 9 Tetris lead, so that's. I mean, kind of you think about it, 9 Tetrises is 36 lines, right?
Right.
And now that number, you know, if Nowi keeps clean, keeps Tetrising, you know, that number will go down just by, you know, virtue of the Tetrises being worth more. But Peak, this is a commanding lead. He's, you know, he probably.
You just kind of gotta like.
Yeah,
admire it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, exactly.
Right?
It's incredible, and he's going to probably play a little safer here.
Force Nowi to come back, and we've seen Nowi play on kill screen, so it can happen. But
he won in last game on kill screen. So.
Yeah, like 803 facing 452. That's just a tough pill right now. But Nowi's locking in a little bit of that head nod moving forward with those Tetrises are now back to 350,000.
Yeah. Trying to eat that elephant bite. Right to level 24 now, so halfway to transition.
Yeah, and certainly enough time for Nowi if Peak gets into a tough situation.
That's true.
We're still
looking for Peak to have a slowdown, but you know, if he does have a slowdown, it's very doable.
Peak looks over, gets a glimpse of that score.
Peak 904, going into 26 soon, looking for level 27 max out, I believe. Might be able to do it in 26. There we go. There's a Tetris 938, another one. 970. Set up for a third. And there it is. Lombard Tetris going into 27. There's the max out.
Yeah, and that grimace from Nowi as they made the Lombard dependency, and these pieces aren't cooperating. Was gambling from multiple bars and not in this sequence.
Yeah, he's just trying to get out of it, keep himself alive. Peak. 1048. There's a bar for Nowi. That'll resolve his stack, but a couple misshifts.
Oh, Oh, no.
And that's going to be a GG's. Nowi. B will take a 3-1, but Nowi definitely put up a fight there. So great set from these two. That was fun.
Oh, and the hugs from those two, right? Both repping Mexico from time to time.